Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the voice of the people. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling.
BoxingVoice.com.
We don't fight for rings and stuff like that. I don't fear anyone.
En este deporte no se viene a jugar y no le tengo miedo a nadie.
We don't come to play in this sport. I fear no one in this sport.
Does that mean that you will fight Triple G later this year?
Como lo dije en la pelea pasada, ahorita mismo me vuelvo a poner los guantes.
As I said in the last fight, right now I'll put on the gloves again.
¡Viva México!
Canelo wants to unify all the titles.
When did you realize, Andy, that you could take his power?
Because of the Mexican warrior that I am, I got that Mexican blood in me. So, talking about the Mexican style, I just proved it.
BoxingVoice.com.
Ain't no other sight in the game to see the Boxing Voice.
Good morning, TBV. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another glorious Monday morning. Yes, it's Monday. You shouldn't be upset that the week is starting. You should be upset that you're about to conquer the week. Let's fucking go. We got a lot to discuss. Terence Crawford, Errol, Spence, Virgil, Ortiz, all in the same building, all wanting the same thing, but somehow all getting different outcomes out of Saturday night. And we're going to discuss what that is. We're here to talk about Terence Crawford. That looks as if he's leaning towards Shawn Porter based on an interview done with Pheno's Boxing, where he makes it clear that Virgil is not ready, and that he will stop Virgil. He
will be victorious.
He makes it clear that Shawn Porter is the mandatory and not Virgil Ortiz. For anybody out there believing Virgil jumped Shawn as the mandatory, Crawford cleared that up in some audio that I want to play. But in the same night, Crawford says no to Virgil and no to Errol Spence in terms of a fight. When asked about Errol, he said that fight is history and behind him. When asked about Virgil, he also said Virgil wasn't ready and he wasn't doing that fight. But I want to get both quotes up. I should have been a little bit prepared, but it's Monday morning, I got them, though. Here they come.
I definitely heard the Pheno quote, Ness, And by the way, good morning, Mario Munguia.
Good morning, fellas. Good morning.
You already know what the best part of the morning is for us, It's TBV in your cup. And this is Alex Doomsday Lioness. Good morning, everybody. While Mr. Nestor Gibbs, the skip, finds those video clips.
I got it. Whenever you're ready, I'm ready.
Let it rip.
Whenever you ready, I'm ready. So we'll go to the audio, and then we'll give you the actual quotes in case it was a little bit hard for you to understand. If you go to the Pheno Boxing interview, where it's titled Terence Crawford, Virgil not ready. Earn it. That's another thing he said. I almost forgot that. He said Virgil didn't earn a shot yet. He ain't earned a shot yet. But anyway, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and show you or tell you. Oh, I gotta unmute. Here we go.
Who are you telling Virgil? You want him next?
No.
You said we couldn't hear what you were saying.
Virgil gotta work his way up. You know what I mean? Like, that fight ain't even ready yet. He's not.
Virgil gotta work his way up. That fight ain't
I
even
don't
ready
get that.
yet. He said that fight ain't even ready yet. He's not even ready yet. Let me rewind that for those that have a hard time hearing Terence Crawford speak his truth.
You know, let's see, bring it back, come rewind.
No,
You said we couldn't hear what you were saying.
Virgil gotta work his way up. You know what I mean? Like that fight ain't even ready yet. He's not ready.
From what we had seen, he's your mandatory now. Or he's
not my mandatory.
Not your mandatory.
No, Shawn Porter my mandatory.
Right. Well, okay. Yeah, I had seen.
Yo, now you see that? You see that? Like, y'all ain't getting to see it, but at least maybe you heard it. And this is what I'm saying about his attitude. So this is a female reporter. This is a female reporter. So if it's Ness, who you got a history with, who I've already, talked shit on videos, but like, she's just simply trying to do her job. And he's like, so like rude with her when she made the mistake.
He's like combative about it.
No, and then laughed at her like, like, yo, if you watch the video, it's like, dude, she thought Virgil was your mandatory. And he didn't even stop. My man is like,
he was a little annoyed. He was a little annoyed.
He's jogging. He's about to be like, yo, it's my workout time, and just start running with her. Like, yo, the dude, can you slow the fuck down? Can you stop? Can you not laugh at her so that maybe we can catch this interview, this 2 fucking minute interview? You understand?
He's lucky she didn't know what he was talking about. Otherwise, she would have said, oh, Shawn Porter's your mandatory? Oh, you ain't fucking fighting him neither, are you? And then he would have been real pissed off.
Well, he does say Shawn Porter's name, but he doesn't mention the fight. And that's
I think he got annoyed when she said
no,
easily.
He gets
I think that annoyed him a little bit.
That didn't even happen yet. That part that you're talking about.
It was already
Listen to me.
there.
He gets annoyed if you don't know boxing. So she made a mistake in saying Virgil was, and that's it. It's over. Like, I'm going to screen share the face so you can see his teeth. They all out. All teeth right there. Like, why are you laughing so hard that she made a mistake? Like, can we just get some publicity on you? Can we find out what the fuck is next? So Virgil's not ready, but you was in the building. Cool. Nah, Ness, he was supporting Maurice Hooker. Cool. But he beat your mans now. He beat your mans. How the fuck he not ready, but he beat your mans? You was picking him. You picked him on the telecast. He not ready. So let me get this straight, Doomy. He not ready, but he beat up my boy. I don't get it. Which one is it? Like, cause Maurice Hooker is a fucking former world champion, and he in your training camp, you was sparring with him and you picked him on live telecast. So it just don't make no sense. Either he is ready or he ain't ready. Or you're not giving him credit for the fucking win. Or you're not giving him credit for the win.
Oh, man.
And then think about how weird that would be. So now you're not giving nobody credit for beating up the stablemate that you allegedly got better. You and your trainer made him better. But what? You just gonna blank this out of history and he ain't ready, he ain't earned it. So beating up your boy ain't earning it. Because that's what Mikey did to all the About Billions people, and he beat everybody up. He got them fights.
What was that too, Ness? I mean, I even heard Maurice Hooker at the end of the fight saying the same thing. Is it a team thing that they're saying that? Do they really believe it? I mean, that's not what Virgil showed me.
I think that's what Hooker was trying to say, though, right?
Well, absolutely, he showed me that he ain't ready. I mean, I ain't saying Crawford lying about not being ready.
But Doomy's saying something. But Doomy's talking about what Hooker said, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he had the same attitude, so I'm wondering if it's just something that the team's saying.
I don't know. I would need the link you're talking about, because Hooker in the post fight gave credit to Virgil.
No, he did, but then he
also mentioned his hand. He mentioned his hand. Like, yo, my hand, this, that, and the third. And he got more annoyed with the fans booing him.
He changed the crowd.
He was real pissed off about that. And that's
rightfully
so. Like, listen, the crowd doesn't know what's going on. You know what I mean? Like, we've all been in, ringside, or we've all been in the fights. Like, we know, like, we don't know what's going on in the broadcast. There are times where I'm like, what the hell did this fighter just do? And then you find out, he had an ankle injury or whatever, So it was a tough moment for him. And I think he just let his frustrations get the best of him. But the problem is, like, it's like Terence was letting his frustrations get the best of him. He didn't even fight. Like, my man's just getting interviewed, and that's too much pressure now. Like, that's too much to have to answer for these, to say, well, that fight's never happened. I don't want this, and I don't want that. And he's not ready. Who is ready? Who is ready?
So the producer is saying that what Doomy's referring to is that in the post-fight, he said, Hooker, that Virgil's not ready for Crawford.
Yes.
Correct.
So, you know, which
That's
again,
I didn't know the quote. That's why I didn't.
Which again, even if that's true, which I'm gonna believe it is true because the producer's saying so, and I see people saying it in the chat. My thing is this: Virgil's lying. I mean, Maurice Hooker's lying. He just beat you up. Like, how could you not say he's not ready for Crawford? Now I get it. There's the other angle that's like, yo, he's in there with Crawford. He's sparring with Crawford. He knows how well he's doing or not doing with Crawford, so he's got some sort of barometer to see where Virgil can do. I get that. But it also sounds a little hateful. Like, yo, you beat me, you still can't beat my mans.
It was this. Go ahead.
No, what did you see, guys? I mean, you know, the team Crawford saying that Virgil's not ready. I mean, what did we see that tells us that, you know? And I'm not saying it like I didn't see it, some things myself, but I wanted to get an idea from you fellas.
What?
Well,
what is it that Virgil showed that tells us, man, he ain't ready for Crawford?
Whoa, you tripping, man.
Oh, did you not hear everything else I said before that? I said I'm not standing here saying that I didn't see.
I know.
He's asking you, what did he show that tells you that he is ready or isn't ready?
Isn't ready.
Both,
but that's what he's asking is, which one is it for you? Explain.
I mean, everything, bro. Like, yo, Hooker hit him. And you know, it's very simple for me to just replace Hooker with Crawford. And those same punches, let them be Crawford. And now I have to factor in Crawford's going to be more accurate. I got to factor in Crawford's been on a 9-fight, 8-fight knockout streak. He's going to be more powerful. You know, it's just...
Not going to get bullied as much either. Because that's the one thing listen, the one thing that tells me he's not ready, it's not that it tells me he's not ready. It's that styles make fights, and that style wouldn't work. He was a bulldozer in there. That was the issue. People talk about he got hit, but he got hit because of the approach that he had in the ring. Like, would he do the same thing against Crawford? I highly doubt that. I highly doubt that. And so it's like one of those things where, do I think he's ready? Yes, but if you're asking, do I think he could get better and have a better shot if he were to wait, then that's also a yes. But the problem is that we're dealing with a situation here where fighters aren't even set to fight yet for this year. We have welterweights that have no plans yet, and you know, people are talking about everybody that they can't fight. That's what's so annoying. Where are the guys that are saying, bro, I highly doubt that. And so whoa.
Call you double up, Mario. Nah, that was
members only.
That was me.
Oh, my bad.
We're on anti-troll mode.
I went to the live video, man. But let me finish the audio.
Okay. All right. What's up, y'all?
Oh,
what's
shit.
up?
Oh, shit, Francis. Francis, you be waiting for like this introduction. You know you gotta jump in.
Name. That's 1-0, Francis.
You better come in with that energy, champ.
Yo, Ines, you know what's so going on, man? Y'all was talking. I was about to jump in and agree with you what you're saying in terms of what did everybody see with Virgil Ortiz. Because, I mean, let's be honest with it. You know what I'm saying? First of all, shout out to my Lord and Savior for another one, because without him, none of this would be possible. Listen, Virgil Ortiz was getting hit by Maurice Hooker. Yes, he was teeing off on Maurice Hooker with somebody with reckless abandonment, but at some points during the fight, he got caught with some shots that made him think about throwing. He put up the high guard or the earmuffs immediately, and let's be real, apart from the body shot, I felt like that was going to go 12 if it was going to headhunt the whole night. To me, I felt like it would have went 12. The body shot to me is what really hurt Maurice Hooker. It made him question whether or not he wanted to continue or not. Being somebody that has lost before, that's that mindset of somebody like losing. Okay, you know what? I think I want to give it up now. Like, I'm okay. I'll fold it in right now.
I mean, look, he did get hit. I mean, Maurice Hooker is an ex-champ. I mean, we got to give Hooker more credit and stop crashing down on Virgil so much. I mean, he fought a fight that was forward pressure. Yeah, he had his high guard up, but that's what you got to do when you got a guy with a long range like Maurice Hooker. You know, you got to get through that damn jab. And let me tell you, Hooker was throwing a hell of a jab. And, you know, his face showed parts of that.
No,
but
it did.
I didn't think that Virgil was reckless. He was taking chances to put his combos together and be able to hit Hooker. I really think that Virgil, you know, he even said it himself. if I could get the clip, I would right now. You know, he said that this is the hardest camp he's had. So who knows what else he endured during this camp? If not, it was just maybe just so physical for him. But he showed me that he don't care who you are. I mean, champ or not, he's coming for your freaking head. And Virgil showed me that, man. He showed me that he can go to the body. He put Hooker down with a serious body shot. He cracks. Every shot he throws is with bad intentions.
Yeah, but that's why he'll get stopped by Crawford, man, because you can't fight Crawford giving it your all on every shot, because if you get caught with a counter and you committed, you're only making that impact worse. You're running into that punch now, man. And look, we seen him do that to Brook, and yeah, that was it was Humpty Dumpty with Brook. He was already a cracked egg, but he still cracked that egg with a jab.
Yo, on that same subject that you're talking about, did you guys see the punch that Virgil Ortiz received? He kind of turned halfway. It was either he rolled with it or the punch turned him. Did you guys see that one?
Yeah.
He rolled with it, or did the punch actually hit him and turned him?
The right hand, the Hooker through?
Yes, sir.
I mean, it was both.
It hit him.
It was both. You know how Canelo does it too. Like when he gets hit, he's like, you know what I mean? He turn. You gotta
take
roll
some
with
of that
shot.
sauce off.
Yeah, you gotta roll with that shot. I think that's what it was, because he didn't stop. He didn't backpedal. He rolled, came right back forward, marching forward. And you know, look, hopefully he can show us gears if he ever fights Crawford. But that's my worry. Is that what you plan to do with Crawford? Like, just come forward, high guard, man? They picking him apart.
You bring up a good point, Ness.
You can't put on earmuffs and walk forward on Crawford. He picking you apart.
I mean, look, the styles, you know, there's different game plans. That was the game plan for Hooker. But a point that you bring up that I feel is important, and I think that you'll see Virgil Ortiz not come in that aggressive is because, you know, Terence is such a great counterpuncher. You know, if he comes in with that type of aggression without being very careful, he can get put down. You know,
Absolutely.
Terence has the power. He showed us that he has the power. So the counterpunching is going to be a huge problem for that type of style. Again, man, it's going to have to be play-by-play, game plan by game plan. So they're going to have to really take that into consideration with a counterpuncher like Terence, bro.
I just think that Hooker. Go ahead.
Off the top of your guys' heads, if I say who was the 1-2 puncher and who was consistently throwing, you know, 2s and 3s, who would you assign those roles to?
To Maurice Hooker versus Virgil?
Yes.
Yeah, Maurice was throwing the 1-2s in my opinion. You know, trying to keep him at the end of those punches.
What about you, Mario?
I actually feel like Verge was the one that was staying heavy with the 1-2s and really just staying true to his basics, and he was just trying to bulldoze.
What about you, Francis?
Yeah, I would agree with that. Outside of when Maurice was staying on top of the jab, like when he did throw, he did try to throw 2 and 3 to keep.
Yes, that one.
Yeah.
Like a train, yeah. In my opinion.
Yeah.
You're right about
I'm
that.
with Mario and Francis, man. Virgil was very basic. 1-2. He reminded me of Errol. You know, they don't really throw 3-punch combinations. It's like they're working. Boom, boom, 2 body shots or 1-2 to the head. And Hooker was 1-2-3, pivot, double jab, triple jab. And again, what I seen him attempting to do, Crawford does so much better. And
well said.
And would have so much more success. So when Hooker was throwing and practically landing a 1-2-3, because my man is in this high guard with the earmuffs and he's like looking through this little Darth Vader, fucking scope he got from his gloves. Hooker's like 1-2-3.
Hey, what happened?
It's just like I said in yesterday's show. It wasn't accurate. He was hitting him with some of the fury insides. Some of his hooks, some of the hooks was palmy. Some of them jabs didn't have pep on them. Because you see Virgil's jab was like, boom. It was like a fucking battering ram. Hooker was more like, little jab, just seeing, looking. Right. And that's what I'm saying. If Terence, who's got conviction in his punches, does a 1-2-3, he fucking, he landing. Listen, at least the 2-3 will land, if not the 1 and the 3. Because of this guard that he got, man. You even heard Virgil. Virgil said, he was trying to come around, around the sides. But again, he had no accuracy. So when he's coming around the side of the guard, the high, it's slapping. He's not punching him in the ear or something like that. So I don't know. I just think Crawford's way more accurate. He's got more of a mean streak. Sorry, go ahead.
That's okay. I'm thinking about what Alex was saying. I kind of agree with him a little bit. What he's saying, like with Virgil's, like his pace and the pressure that he puts on, it'll be kind of interesting to see how Terence would do with Virgil ripping at him with every shot. That's like, you know what I'm saying, like that
counter punch.
Yeah, every. Sorry, say it again.
Look, every counter punch you'll hit him with.
Yeah, he's throwing everything with everything he has. You know what I mean? How would Terence? Because Terence, is he gonna shut? Is he gonna go high guard? Is he like what type of defense is he gonna go with?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially with the fact that Virgil does go to the body. You know what I mean? He does rip. He doesn't do it often, but he does go to the body.
Remember, going to the body is a danger.
Of course,
I promise you, he ain't gonna go to the body not nearly half as much as he did in this fight, because Crawford's gonna counter the shit out of him, and it's gonna make you stop.
More counters.
It's gonna be Yeardom Canelo all over again. Yeah. When you getting hit,
so he's gonna make him gun shy. He gonna make Virgil gun shy.
Yeah. He already throwing ones and twos, bro. He already throws in ones and twos. Once he start getting hit back, he gonna throw less.
Tell me why. I go, yeah.
You know, look. First of all, you guys brought up that point. You know, he was throwing the 1-2, but if you notice in his past fights, that's what he throws. He throws that 1-2, and he covers great ground. He covers great ground doing it. But once he's on the inside, he starts to rip to the body, and he puts his combinations together pretty good. You got to understand, Virgil Ortiz is not one to show, you know, tentativeness or fear once he's on the inside. He likes being there. You can tell when he's throwing his shots. I don't think that he'll be fearful, but he definitely has to be careful coming in. And I think that with a game plan, you know, tailored specifically to Crawford, you'll see some success, bro. This guy's a young kid that is explosive. He can cover ground very quickly. And the skip raises his hand.
No. Just to say, he's been in there with no punches. Like, absolutely no punches. So,
you beat me to it.
You're saying, oh, he's not afraid to rip punches. Bruh, of course you're not afraid. You are being put in with the fighters that you're promote. Like, are we forgetting that before this fight, you know, his biggest name was like a 40-year-old? Like,
Herrera?
They are putting him in fights that he's supposed to look good. If they take the leash off and put him in the Crawford fight, we will see what he's made of. We will see.
Hey, you're talking about the champ.
You can't say that he's in the inside and he's not afraid. Oh, of course he's not afraid. He's not being hit by Terence Crawford. He's not coming on the inside. He's coming on the inside with a 40-year-old dude that 2 weeks ago was having a couple of pints at the bar. He's coming in on a 140-pounder, right? Who was already knocked out by the same camp. Now, what mindset does Virgil have if he just got Jose Ramirez just got a knockout with my coach, and now I'm going in to fight the same dude with the same coach? Of course I'm confident in ripping to the body. Let's see them try to do that shit with Terence Bud Crawford.
I think though, and shout out to the producer, it's like one of those things where like the narrative just constantly changes on these things, right? It's like, you know, a month ago we're talking about, you know, Gamboa and Bud and what that looked like, and then you have a puncher like Virgil. Now we're talking about what that would look like. I think ultimately you have to look at where they're at. Like, this makes sense on so many levels, specifically commercially. I think what we saw Saturday was the start of a Virgil Ortiz who is going to at least have the chops from a notoriety standpoint and a commercial standpoint to at least get himself into those big fights.
I'm gonna be real, man. I'm gonna be the same baby. Because I don't want you to steal it from me. I'm gonna be the same dude. I baby almost every fighter. Virgil is not ready. Crawford deserves a big fight. Let Virgil get maybe 1 or 2, so maybe he could at least flirt with the possibility of pay-per-view. Like, you about to send this kid for maybe $1 or $2 million to be, you know, and yeah, cool. He gets a loss early like Canelo, and maybe no one thinks it does any damage, but maybe in 2 fights he does way better, is all I'm saying.
Yeah, and you know what? You're not wrong in saying that. There's nothing wrong with building these fighters. He's still a young fighter. But just like Alex had said earlier, he's super explosive, right, as a young fighter. And just the belief in himself, all these young fighters, Teofimo, Devin, Shakur, they believe so much in themselves that when they go up against a fighter like a Terence Crawford or somebody who is touted, they don't feel the fear. like being on the inside and being hit by these guys, not something that they lose sleep the night before a fight. They are more excited to get in there and see what it's all about. So that, I guess you want to call it naive of being young and not understanding of knowing the moment. I think it was what allows them to surpass where they need to be at. Like Virgil Ortiz stepping up in these fights. You understand what I'm saying? John Ennis, Teofimo Lopez, Shakur. Like just the belief in themselves at this age is what allows them to climb these mountains, man. So it's boxing, you know what I'm saying? You got to look at it too from that side.
I just want Virgil to get a better win than this. Not that this is a bad win, but you got guys like Intrigue in Atlanta that'll super chat and say that he beat a 140-pounder career. So the reason I want Virgil to get a better win is because when he does fight Crawford, I don't want people like myself to be able to say, oh, man, they brought up another 140-pounder. You know Virgil was a 140-pounder. You know he only left the division because Jose Ramirez was in his camp and he had 2 belts and Josh Teller had the only 2. He wasn't a real no, let's make sure he's a real welterweight. Let's have him beat some of these decent welterweights. And that was a decent win Saturday night, but it wasn't the win that prepares you for a Terence Bud Crawford fight. It's just not that.
Of course not. Here's the thing, though. I do feel like he is ready to, because this is boxing. Boxing moves very slow. Boxing, it's like a fight that we start talking about today is going to be made in 2023 or 24. Like, that's the way this works. So what has to happen now is Verge has to start calling out these guys, and people are going to debate whether he's ready or not. But by the time that fight would actually happen, I think Verge would be ready. You know what I mean? So, we don't want to start calling for it when he actually is ready, because we're going to wait another 4 or 5 years for it. We want to start calling it for it now. We want to start making sure that, Golden Boy, in a situation where they really don't have a lot of options at welterweight, and they certainly don't have any big names at welterweight to offer Verge, is able to at least be in the discussion. So when the time does come, it's worth, or at least it seems like it's worth it to PBC and Matchroom and the welterweight fighters, that, hey, you know what? This is worth a cross-promotional thing. This is worth a cross-network thing, and move it on from there.
A question to the panel real quick. Real quick. I want to know, piggybacking off Mario's statement, he sparked a thought in me real quick. Do you guys believe, or who is that fight or fighter that you feel like Virgil will be prepared for a Terence Crawford, the upper echelon of the welterweight division? Who is that question or fighter? From you guys' standpoint, and that's Mario and Alex.
I would love. This is a hard fight to make. We talked about it yesterday, but it's sat in my mind, and I'm like, yeah, I love that. Danny versus Virgil is a good fight for Virgil, because it's winnable for Virgil, because Danny doesn't let his hands go that much, and it's a good fight for Danny because Hooker had a lot of success with his left hook, and Danny's bread and butter is the left hook. So it's also a big name. It's also Puerto Rico versus Mexico. They could do it in anywhere in Texas, or if New York is open, which is not, they could bring it over here. But I would, if I'm Danny, I'm going over there. Now I'm throwing that name out there because it's a good test. But for Danny, I think his best bet is to tell Al he's moving to 54, and that he wants the Jermell Charlo unification. So if he loses, he could retire, and if he wins, he made history. Some don't think he's as great as a Miguel Cotto in terms of Puerto Rican fighters. Being able to win a third title in a third division, that might put him in those books, or in the minds of some of those Puerto Rican fans that don't think he's that great of a Puerto Rican fighter. And with Jermell Charlo, you lose to a unified champion, or you beat a unified champion. Tony Harrison outboxed him. He didn't win via knockout, so it's not like it cannot happen.
I couldn't even say. I mean, running down the rankings, I mean, who could you pick? Right?
It's tough.
I had it in my head. I looked at these names right now. I said Mikey Garcia.
Yeah, but they're in the same camp.
But they're in the same camp. So
yeah. I think you're absolutely right. That's a great fight stylistically.
But real quick, Ohio Runs Boxing on the super chat. Good morning to you, sir. Says Oscar is protecting him from Rashidi Ellis, just like he was trying to protect Canelo from the slick Cuban Lara, but only this time. The prospect is going to listen. Eye emoji.
So he thinks Virgil's gonna listen to Oscar and not take the Rashidi Ellis fight. Rashidi Ellis needs to do something. Virgil Ortiz is on such a moment. Like his train is took off the station and it's starting to chug along. You know, asking him
said that so well.
Asking him to look back is the same reason Crawford doesn't want the Virgil fight. He's like, man, I want bigger and better. Like this fight isn't ready, and Virgil's looking at Rashidi like that isn't ready. Like, you know, what's Rashidi done in Virgil's mind?
No disrespect to Rashidi Ellis, but he sounds like he needs a spark from the fire that is Virgil Ortiz Jr. right now.
Well, I mean, you know, it's Golden Boy's fault. It's not Rashidi Ellis. Rashidi Ellis should have got promoted a lot better the minute he knocked out Eddie Gomez in that highlight reel fashion.
Right.
They didn't push him any harder after that. And, you know, they gave him the rematch, which meant they had love for Gomez. He beats Gomez again and still didn't get any big push. Ortiz got the push. But this is what Golden Boy has always been ridiculed for and questioned about. Like, can they promote a black fighter?
Yeah.
Do they only promote Mexican fighters? Can they only promote Mexican figers or Latino fighters?
So it's been a reputation, man.
But Rashidi is Puerto Rican. He's Puerto Rican, ain't he?
No. Rashidi was born in Massachusetts. No.
I'm pretty sure he's Puerto Rican, doggy.
He's a booty?
Is he? You sure?
Let's check that out.
I'll double check. I'll double check. I'm pretty sure.
You know what? I'm gonna wait because you always say shit, and I'm like, no way, and then it's true.
He's from Lynn, Massachusetts, and he says
that's where he lives, right?
USA.
Okay.
So unless we dig a little bit further in, we might find something
unless
like
you got
that.
his government name, you about to put it all out there. But listen, the way that they have promoted
he got another
Rashidi Ellis
flag here. What flag is that?
What you talking about?
On the box rack?
No,
I only see the American.
On his Instagram. On his Instagram.
The new fact checker Instagram.
The new social security. No, listen. My man's fought really tough fighters, and I don't want to say really tough fighters, but for his experience, for where Rashidi Ellis was, in 2015, like he's fought in better fighters since then. Like he's had like better fights in terms of guys. Like Alexis Rocha. Like what is he? You know what I'm saying? He was an undefeated fighter, first of all, but that was a tough fight. Eddie Gomez, Alberto Mosquera, these are guys that are tough guys. Eddie Gomez, he fought him twice, actually. So, it's one of those things where, for me, Rashidi Ellis doesn't do much for Virgil at all, but I would still say it's a good win.
But you know what,
you're absolutely right. It's looking back for him, I think.
I'll say this, though. If Oscar and Golden Boy truly want the Crawford fight, if they truly want the Crawford fight for Virgil, Rashidi Ellis might be the guy they give him before. That might be the perfect fight to prepare
to test
you.
him? Okay, to prepare him.
Test and prepare because
prepare is a better word. I think you're right.
Well, no, it's both because Ellis is undefeated. He doesn't know how to lose, and he thinks he's great. He also has a lot of speed. He demonstrated that he has power. So, it's also the slickness of Ellis that he'll have to deal with, which can prepare him for the high-level slickness of a Crawford. Possibly it's a good – look, you'll never find a Crawford, but, at least Ellis brings speed, slickness, and some sort of power to the ring – rather than getting straight in there with a Terence Crawford and having to deal with all that on that night.
Well, if you could combine both your picks,
Barbados,
yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, that's Caribbean enough. That's Caribbean enough.
If you could combine your picks, right? Like Rashidi Ellis possesses the strength that will allow Verge to have to do something else other than try to bully and try the tactics that he does, right? Try to bulldozer. So he provides that. And then Danny has the commercial ability plus the punch that we know is there and people give respect to. So if you could find a way to combine that opponent, but there's nobody out there that fits that criteria.
You gotta fight them
you
both.
Go one route. Yeah, listen, that would be the best thing you could do.
And that's what I said, man. At least 2 fights for Virgil, man. You get in there with Crawford right now. Look, you got the possibility of pulling off a Teofimo. You do. You do. And I don't want to rob Virgil of that opportunity to be the next Teofimo, to beat the guy that everyone thinks is the best in 14, 15, 16 fights. I don't want to rob him of that. But Teo, well, you know what? Someone made that point. Teo looked bad in the Nakatani fight, and we thought he wasn't ready for Vasil. And then he went in there and did his thing with Comey and Vasil. So, you know, are we over-assessing this win? And can Virgil still show us on fight night that he can be great versus Terence Bud Crawford, in your opinion?
Hell yeah, man. I think that he because it all falls back down to game plan. I mean, I'm not to say that Terence ain't gonna catch him with shots. This is a high level fight. We're talking about the pound for pound in a lot of people's list, number one. To say here and say that Virgil's going to go in there and do what he wants, it's it's a joke. Terence is definitely going to test his mettle.
Hell
and when he gets hit, it's not going to be the same, bro. I've seen Terence hit guys, and it's just totally different.
Listen, I don't know about you guys, but I didn't like the way that Virgil Ortiz responded to the punches that he took from Maurice Hooker, the actual big shots. You know what I mean? He kind of reacted like, yo, those shots kind of hurt. You know what I mean? He backed off a little bit. It almost like he was taking a break. He was resting. And then he started the assault again. But when Maurice Hooker would actually get the 3 off and it would land, and it would land big, he would kind of back up a bit. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, it makes me wonder with the top level fighter who's placing their punches a little bit better, more accuracy, like how will he respond to those punches? Will he shell up? And they'll feel like, okay, now's the time to go for the kill? Or will he actually be able to, you know what I'm saying, keep fighting?
I think he reacts the same. It's just that with Terence got that killer instinct. He's not going to let off. Once he hits, he sees a little bit of blood or you're hurt a little bit, he jumps on you. Like the way he can finish you off a lingering shot that you know maybe left you a little wobbly is he got like 100% rate on that. I mean, we saw what he did to my man from the UK, Chocolate Brownie, and my man Brooke wasn't ready for that.
Chocolate Brownie.
Mario, did you answer?
What was the question?
Oh man. Moving on. Next question then. What do you really want? What do you really want? Would you rather Ortiz Crawford, or do you prefer what Crawford is saying? Virgil isn't ready. Shawn Porter is his mandatory. What fight do you want more? What do you want to see? Crawford,
Shawn Porter. Crawford, Shawn Porter.
Really asking that question?
I mean,
Shawn. I think it's a fair question because
I'm asking you guys because look, there's some people that's gonna say Porter's gone down already twice and shown us that maybe Crawford can knock him out. There's some people that's gonna say Porter has shown us he can't hurt Crawford. Yeah, he's got respectable power, but he ain't knocking out Crawford. Some people might believe in the power of Virgil and be like, man, fuck it. The younger guy, he's 10 years younger than Crawford. And he punches harder than Porter. Fuck it, I'm riding with Ortiz, is what some people could be saying. They probably believe Ortiz has the better shot.
And this is the business. Go ahead, Francis. I saw you with your hand up.
I'll take Shawn for 100, Nestor, please.
But listen, this is the thing, though. That this is the business of boxing as well. And even though everything that Ness said is true, what you can also add to the pile is that you can make the argument that a Mexican undefeated B-side gives Crawford a brand new avenue that he hasn't had much access to before. And it really could reflect on his star power. So even though this wouldn't be, you know, a case or an argument to make as far as like what's the better fight or what's the tougher fight or what would Crawford deserve more credit for beating, or like who would he deserve more credit for beating? This is more along the lines of what's better for him. So I could see that argument being made, but I think the bottom line is that Virgil represents the future of this division, right? And perhaps the future of boxing as a whole. We still have an era of boxing where we want to see those fighters fight. You know, the Thurman and the Spences, the Porters and the Crawfords. Like, we want to see these guys who've been around for the last, 6, 7, 8 years at the top of their game. And we want to see them fight each other. So we're not done. And I don't think it's necessarily time for the new class to come in and start giving way to them. Ultimately, Shawn Porter is the fight that has to happen.
Shinobi. Intrigue the Incredible on a super chat. Good morning to you, sir. Says it would have been a better test if Hooker had fought at 147 and had some wins under his belt. Ortiz versus Clayton, Ortiz versus Trout, Ortiz versus Ellis.
Love the Ortiz versus Trout.
I hate to be the one to call him on his shit because, maybe you take it personally. And,
you're going to come at him for...
But the truth is, you said Hooker was going to derail the hype train. Now you like being a hypocrite and saying, oh, he's not a real welterweight. That wasn't the test. Happened? You literally said those words. He was putting GIFs in chats with a train falling off the fucking tracks into like the water. Like, come on, man.
Why you hold him up, man?
Because this is what I'm saying.
Intrigue. He held that one in the 5th pocket.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying.
A little one for your phone.
No, see, you guys weren't here yesterday. Yesterday's show was about like people like disrespecting Hooker when he went out there and he fought a valiant brother. I seen what Hooker did and the shots he was taking, the way he was blocking some of them shots. It was high level shit.
Bro,
it was high level,
yes.
man. I respected the fuck out of Hooker from that fight. Automatically. I mean, I'm telling you, before he got that knockdown, I'm saying to myself,
yep,
if he could just win one more round, this is easily a rematch for Virgil. Not because Virgil needs the rematch, not because the fight was tight, but it was so good. It was a competitive fight. Like, even though Hooker was losing rounds, he would block, and then be like, fuck that. I'm not going to let you just beat me up in front of people. And even though his shots were inaccurate, he would come right back with his own fire. And then Virgil would fire. And that was a good fight. And for Virgil's, marketability, Mexicans always got rematches. They could have did that rematch.
Nestor. Real quick. Ness, thank you. Thank you for just doubling down on my point that I made when I first got on the show. I said the same. Outside of the body shot that Virgil hit Hooker with, that fight looked like it was going 12 straight competitive work. Go ahead, Mario.
With Ortiz winning the majority of the rounds, though.
I think Hooker was definitely coming around. He had landed a pretty good shot, but it wasn't ultra competitive. And I think the reason why, and the only point I'm going to add to Intrigues is that I'm not taking away from Hooker as an opponent, and I think it's a valid win. The only thing is, and this is, again, to Intrigue's point, and I'm not saying he's making this point, I'm just kind of adding to it, I don't know how good Hooker is in the sense that, like, does he beat a Danny right now? Does he beat, an Ugas? Does he beat a Porter? Like, I don't know. I wouldn't pick him right this second, but all I think that Intrigue is saying, and the only thing I agree with them in terms of this is that he got the version of Hooker that was the most like ready to get got. Virgil got the best version of Hooker for himself because Hooker.
No, Mario, you're tripping, Mario.
No, first of all,
who fought at 147.
Give him the floor. If
a Hooker that fought at 147, okay? If a Hooker that fought at 147 and had a credible win, right, and was able to understand what he needed, maybe put some more meat on, muscle, whatever. He could have done anything, be faster, be bigger, but he's entering a ring blind. So you get this man at the most opportune time for yourself, as a true A-side would do. You don't want a Hooker that's beaten an Ugas or beaten a Shawn Porter and has gained the momentum to enter that fight, just like we talked about with Ellis's momentum that shifted from the Eddie Gomez. It's the same kind of thing, but I think it's hard to disagree with that.
No, I get it.
Listen, Mario, I get you, and you made a good point. You know, it's always good for a dude coming off a loss to get a win before going into a big fight. There's no argument there. I'm not debating it. But okay. I'll tell you this, more and more I'm having aspirations of wanting to do more in this business. So hypothetically, from a managerial side or a promoter side, I couldn't ask for a better story for Maurice Hooker. If I had to have my former 140-pound champ now move up to 147, I couldn't have dreamt of a better like duo to send him to do that, to prepare him for that with Bomac and Terence. Like, that is the ideal situation for any team. Like, oh, we're moving up to 47, and guess what? You can go train with Terence Crawford and spar to be prepared for your 147-pound fight. Oh, and by the way, let's switch trainers too, and the brain in the Terence Crawford team is now the brain in yours. The same guy that brought Jamel Herring back from losses and no one thought he'd ever be a champ. Now he's a champ defending his title. So, yeah, we're going to send you over there with Bomac Brian McIntyre, who the people believe is a great trainer. So now we're going to double back with Intrigue and Mario and be like, oh, no, he was a career 140-pounder. Adding Bomac and Terence Crawford doesn't mean anything. Oh, and let's not forget Isu and Red and Jamel Herring being there and Bernie the Boxer consistently hyping you up. Like, nah, man. Hooker was in the best situation ever.
I was gonna say honestly, go ahead, Francis.
Yo, I don't know about you guys, but yo, this is why I love what I do, man. I love the sport because I'm looking at same thing just to piggyback off of Nessa saying the instructions in between rounds between Hooker and Bomac was flawless. Like the response, like the fighter was super honest with the trainer. The trainer was giving the right response. Like, yo, that body shot hurt me. Forget about that. That's the round behind you. Take a deep breath. You got this. That little dog that you see in Terence Crawford, we got to see a little bit of that in Hooker from my understanding. The execution of the game plan for as long as it lasted was good for me. Shout out to Bomac on that, man, for sure, and Hooker.
And what do you guys think about him being a healthier and stronger at 147? I mean, Maurice is tall, man. He has a big frame, and him moving up. I mean, I felt like he was moving up to a stronger him. Being stronger.
Absolutely, man. Listen, he was struggling to make the weight, and he moved up. But speaking of weight, Virgil missed weight. You know what I'm saying? So
it was his scale, man. His scale. He said that his scale at his hotel was, wasn't calibrated. He was like half a pound under. He even said it jokingly. He's like, "Come on, man. If I would have known I was over. That's a mile. That's a half a mile of running, man. That wouldn't have been it." So he felt a little certain type of way for people, calling him unprofessional and stuff.
Well, I mean, others get called the same. Did we get to know G in Dallas?
Hold on, before you
go. Go ahead, hit him up.
Hold on, before you go, did you guys see the reaction between Virgil Ortiz and Robert Garcia and him telling him that Maurice Hooker, when he throws the jab, he drops it. Shoot the right hand over, time it, shoot the right hand over. Did you guys see him execute that game plan at all? He kept asking.
And we probably did, but I didn't hear him say
all he shot was 1-2, so yeah, I seen plenty of right hands land.
All right, go ahead.
At one point, though, he did impress me. I think he led with the right and then came up with the hook, and I was like, oh, that's dope. I like that. I always like, a lead right hand and bring it when you go to the body, like the lead.
He had good sense of range to be able to do that one.
No, he's long, man. He's long, man. Like, yo, what sticks out to me when he landed that double jab and fucking Maurice, his head, bro. That shit wanted to dislocate, bro. But we got No G in Dallas. $5 super chat says, fighters need to start putting in work and promoting themselves too. Promotional companies will only promote you when they feel like it. Hashtag Tiafimo blueprint. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. I mean,
I wonder if he's talking about Ellis.
No, the first step in that is stopping when being interviewed. Intrigue the Incredible in Atlanta.
Yeah, you fucking right.
I'm not taking away from his win. I'm just saying, him beating Hooker is not a test to show he's on par with the elite welterweights. He need another type of test for that.
He's a former world champion.
He wants him to fight Thanos.
No,
but this is the next best step, I think, for him. Because where do you go from his last opponent?
Yo, my thing is, why are you guys even answering him that way when it's like we have to have so much different energy for Intrigue. Like Intrigue would super chat for months. Remember, this fight was almost scheduled for a year. This was a pandemic fight that got rescheduled. Like, he's been telling us for months that Hooker was gonna derail the hype train. He called Ortiz a hype train. Now he stops your guy, and you're sitting here saying that Hooker wasn't the it just doesn't work, man.
And remain 17-0 with 17 KOs in the process.
Just pick another guy and say, look, because that happened with me and Lomachenko. I get what you're saying, Intrigue, so I'm not coming at you like, oh, singling you out. It happened with me, right? I didn't like that Loma came into this game talking about give me a title fight in my first fight. That right there pissed me off. Then he's like, oh, well, y'all don't want to give it to me. Fine. I'm going to fight this dude that is ranked that no one ever fucking heard of. And then that's going to get me ranked to get a fight with Orlando Salido in my second fight. I'm like, this fucking self-entitled prick. Get the fuck out of here. Yo,
listen,
you ain't never been in the ring on this level.
That's some soft-ass shit.
I'm picking Orlando Salido. So then Orlando Salido puts me on a high because he beats him. So I picked Gary too. Next fight, this dude said the same shit off a loss. Off a loss, I want a vacant title shot with Gary Russell Jr. I'm like, I'm picking Gary against this.
Yo, why don't we address the pink elephant in the room, bro? Like, he just said, screw the Errol Spence fight. I ain't worried about that.
I mean,
I know. He said it though in ways before this, but
we knew that. We knew. Like he's been saying is, listen,
the pink elephant in the room.
He's been saying this, man, because
I just got that shit. Like, what the fuck? Oh, that was a good one, bro. That went over the head for sure.
That went over my head. What's the pink elephant? I'm lost. Is there a double pink?
Like the big issue, like what the fuck?
Well, like you usually say the elephant in the room, but if it's a pink elephant,
like it's standing out.
Something else is usually pink.
I mean, it don't stand out. It don't stand out. I think to hardcore boxing fans, it don't stand out because Earl's already been, lobbed questions. Where like, oh, well, you're the A side, right? So you won 60, 40, 70, 30, and he's like, yeah. Just by saying yeah, Crawford's already come out like, oh, well, the fight's never happening. So
yeah,
this energy's
it's like
been
diva
there.
Shit.
This energy's been there for us as hardcores. It's just
and it's
now
a bad
casuals.
energy too.
But Earl got to cut that 20, 80, 30, 70.
Yeah, but at the same time, like where, like I don't know. Listen, I love Terence. Y'all know that I got Terence.
I want to know this. Why does Earl have to cut it out, but AJ got to do it to Joseph Parker?
Yo, you about to start
that's
a whole other
that keeps us from the fights.
Well, it didn't keep Joseph Parker from taking that fucking check.
Come on now.
It ain't stopped Joseph Parker from taking that 33.7%.
Terence ain't no Joseph Parker.
No,
but
I hear you.
At the end of the day,
and Mayweather ain't Joseph Parker, but he decided to take short money to put himself in position, man.
Talk to me.
But now you're gonna tell me. But now you're gonna tell me that Earl ain't Oscar either.
I'm gonna tell you, Earl ain't Oscar.
He took short money, didn't he? Didn't T.O. took short money? He ain't no Florida, no Terence either. I'm just saying.
No. But listen, the only point I'm really trying to make here is that the energy when you get it, like when you give that kind of energy, and I gotta receive it as a fan, it brings me into like a bummer type. Like it feels like such a bummer. Like. It's like these fights that we want, and you just say it. And listen, it's all hyperbole. Like these guys aren't really talking. They come tomorrow to the office and they slam down millions on the table and say this is what the offer is. So the fight could happen. They wouldn't not have the fight. I just feel like putting out that negative energy. Whatever you think you're accomplishing, you are accomplishing that in a very small level. The majority of people are getting frustrated. The majority of people are turned off into the sport as a whole. What's up?
You know what they are doing though?
What's that?
They're showing everybody else coming behind how not to do business.
Very well said. Very well said.
Everybody behind that the best must fight the best regardless of whatever splits or belts are involved. So you kind of want to thank them at the same time for giving us the blueprint of how
not to do
what not the hell to do.
Right. Definitely. Yeah, I just again going back to the Hooker thing real quick. I look at his resume and I see this: Mauricio Herrera, Antonio Orozco, fuck, I butchered his name. Orozco, my bad. Orozco, like un pollo. Brad Solomon, Samuel Vargas, and Maurice Hooker. Okay?
He said like un pollo.
and then Maurice Hooker. Like that fits very well. That's like a good, like gradual. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. Those names. It's like you play that game, right? I think it was Sesame Street or something. Like which one of these things do not belong? It's hard to find it there. Like the gradual increase in competition. Like Maurice Hooker fits nicely in that package. Is all I'm trying to say.
Yo, Ness, you're not gonna pass that?
Yo, you know what I like? I'm with Jemmy. I'm with Cav Velasquez versus Virgil. Common opponent, decent puncher. Those styles like match up, right? Those styles match up.
That's why ignoring me, man.
I think Cav Velasquez is gonna be right because I can't virtually pass it to you, man. You left the studio, man.
See what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. Keep going. Yo, that shit's fun with
man.
Yeah.
You left the studio, man. We gotta get a deal, man. We need. I was talking about that shit yesterday. You wasn't on the show, and I was saying that shit like, it was so dope having you in here. So it's like we need the studio, man. I was at my man's spot. I was in Sarasota. I was at my man's spot. I walked in, and on a big screen at Porsche's do me. On a big screen, he had like some Spanish podcast, bro. They had such a fantastic studio. The fucking headphones was plugging into the desk. It was just like amazing. Wow. That shit looked beautiful. I'm like, damn.
Yo, did you already tell everybody, or are we not telling?
What did I already tell everybody about
our
us,
next
about us being in Atlanta?
Yes, you did.
Team,
okay, cool.
The whole team.
Yeah. You know what I was gonna say? We should.
That shit hot this time. Hold on. Hopefully that shit hot this time.
No, it is.
I know, right?
Yo,
shit.
July 31st.
July, so
July 31st is
it's gonna be hot as hell.
Listen,
it's gonna
be hot.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Yeah, we're gonna have to go back to that Waffle House. Listen, I think you know what would be dope is if we do the show like the way y'all did, but we do it there. I know it's gonna be harder, but if everybody brings their stuff and they can, you know what I'm saying? Because like we had a lot of downtime that first day. Until we got to the weigh-ins and everybody worked really hard. Like if y'all think about it, it was so good that we were all there. If we weren't all there, we would have missed out on so much because the moment we got there, Ness got the camera out. I started getting, interviews in. Francis is around meeting people. Even Doomy getting there late still, ended up getting some stories out for us and stuff, that we were able to use. So, I just feel like a podcast would be a good way for us to A, fill that time, and B, also get us familiar with the fights coming in. So
I can't believe you said that, Mario.
What was that?
You really want to visit the Waffle House that didn't want to feed you?
It was cold.
It was cold, man.
Just to have like an iced tea or something.
We gotta go to the other one though. Remember, there was one like down the street.
Oh, the one that me and Francis should have gone.
Listen, but that's the thing. We gonna do so many things different. It shouldn't be All-Star Weekend, so we should be able to rent a car. And we'll be able to go to decent restaurants versus, having to get in an Uber and go to whatever's nearest. But we will be in Atlanta, and we're going to be doing a Latin American promotions in association with Big Time Promotions on the BPE network. It will be streamed live, and we will be the live commentary for the play-by-play. But our play-by-play turns into a podcast. Now, the truth is we're going to try and be more commentary than podcast, but I'm pretty sure we'll still leak out podcasts. But I promise not to call anybody out.
You feel me?
This time, you know what I mean? It's
Ain't
over.
no way
It's
it'll
over.
become a
No
podcast.
more call-outs.
No more call
And
outs.
so no more
No more call outs.
Ness calling out the heavyweight champ.
Right, it was very inspiring. That heavyweight inspired me to say.
I'm done, yeah.
I was like, yo,
listen,
fuck it. If he can do it, I can do it. You know what I mean?
When you did that, I think what it did is it gave the
Pissed them
whole
off?
team
I think it
like
pissed
the
them off.
vibe. Well, it definitely pissed them off, yeah. But or him off. But it gave like the vibe, and then we started to like do, I think, better overall.
Right. Every time Ness would cheer for Carlos, my man the bully would hit Carlos with the ultimate body shots. He kept looking at us. You want to keep cheering for him?
Yo,
Carlos' family hit me up on Facebook like, "Hey, how can I watch the fight?" I'm like, so I sent them to the BPE app and shit.
that's what's up. Yo, they hit me up. They followed me on Twitter. The wife too and everybody. I'm like,
You literally leveled up for 30 seconds, Alex. 2 body shots.
Hey, yo, they better bring Carlos back, man.
Yo, they have to.
And they better give him 8 weeks. I want him to get rid of that beard belly, man, because
I told my dad. He said, "Are they bringing back the main event for a rematch?" I'm like, "You want to see the rematch?"
Speaking of main event, this is your daily cheap Border Wars 11 plug, June 12th. It's going down. The same crew you see here, +1. Same crew. +1 with Enrique Church, aka the Casual Fan, will be in Wisconsin, Watertown, Wisconsin. It's going down in front of a live 400 to 500 people. We got the smokes, we got the lasers, we got the ring walks, we got the DJ live. You know what I'm saying? That's on me, baby. Shout out to Francis.
Got to do Untitled today.
Shout out to Francis.
He was
so focused, and I see a lot of people taking credit away from Francis. Let's be clear. Stainless is the one that contacted Francis 72 hours before and called off the weigh-in, not the other way around. That being said, Francis was so sure that he remembered the ring walk. Everyone else just walked out. Francis made sure. Throw that Errol Spence.
Francis was like, I want this moment to be glorious.
Throw that Errol Spence yellow bees on. That's on me, baby. Came out. I'm like, oh, that's shit. Look at Francis.
Yo.
Yo, so yeah, man, Border Wars 12 is going down. And what I wanted to say is that the most feared heavyweight in Border Wars since I retired, be clear, since I retired, since I retired, the most feared heavyweight since I retired, Smoke 'em out, Jay. This is why I retired, because as a promoter,
you're not doing a good job, man. You're not doing a good job, man.
Slow down.
Damn, he just said he retired to avoid smoking out Jay.
No, that's not.
Your ecosystem,
see,
man.
you was so.
You know what I'm saying? Because the king retired. The king said, you know what? I've done enough. There isn't nobody out there for me to beat.
No, that's not true, man. That's not true.
Hold on a second. Hold on. You guys to let me finish. Who wants it? But then what happened is that the fight became bigger outside of the ring. So he had to take on that task. You understand? So now we got Smoke 'em out, Jay, the baddest man in Border Wars ecosystem. Who want it? They can get it. Or Toro. Is that his name?
You did that all wrong. I was going to build them up so much differently, because the truth is, he's the most feared heavyweight in Border Wars. Many people schedule fights, and I wouldn't even say schedule fight. Many people have talked, because the only one that he scheduled the fight with was with me, and then, it didn't happen. But,
Morocco Joe too. That was a fight too.
Morocco never paid.
Oh, okay, I understand.
So that's what I'm saying, man. So that's what I'm saying. It was just a lot of people saying that, like your friend, you promote him on Next Up Promotions, right? It's hard. It's almost impossible to get me a fight. Shawn is what you call it. I think Shawn Mission Impossible, something like that. He wanted that. He wanted that Smoke 'em out Jay fight.
That was nasty.
And then all of a sudden he didn't want that Smoke 'em out Jay fight. And the
snow hit Texas. Mario, didn't the snow affect you out there too?
Kendrick is also one of our most decorated. We got hit with snow. Kendrick is also one of our most decorated heavyweights, and he's not asking for Smoke 'em out either. And then Rel, who, cries so much every single chance he gets, all of a sudden is afraid to be a heavyweight now. Everybody's leaving the heavyweight division, so I just want to congratulate and applaud Arturo from Beaumont, Texas. And just remember that this is a real fight. This is signed. Both men have paid their fees. And
he is a stablemate of the pound for pound.
Self-proclaimed. Excuse you. Don't disrespect Mitty.
Excuse you. He said excuse you.
Don't disrespect Mitty, okay? And the rest of the people that grace the list. The rest of the people that grace the list. But self-proclaimed pound for pound #1 Corey Frank is bringing this guy with him.
Yeah.
He's a stablemate. They're in the same gym. So expect a good fight. Expect a good fight. And Arturo picked Jay. Not the other way. Jay actually is like, yo, I wanted a bigger fight. I want a bigger person. He believes Arturo favors Supermax.
Right.
But I said no. Look at Arturo. He ain't moving like Supermax.
Right.
Arturo's just big, but he's Andy Ruiz in the flesh.
And word on the street is he.
Did you see the footage?
Word on the street is he gets busy, man. He's far, you know what I'm saying? He gets him there.
They're gonna bring some. They're gonna. I mean, I don't know if Jay might pull out, and it's understandable because Arturo don't have any fights or anything like that, but he's in the gym. And Jay hasn't found the gym. But this morning I sent Jay a good gym in South Carolina. Let me see, what was the name of the gym? One of the fighters I follow trains out of there, and the name of the gym is
South Carolina?
Yes, St. Michael's Boxing Club in South Carolina, and that's where Jay is moving to from Las Vegas. And also Stick Talk Boxing, he hasn't been on the back call since, but he is from South Carolina. It would be good to find out where his gym is to send Jay that way. But if you look right here, this guy looks pretty big and definitely a heavyweight. Oh, shit. Damn, that's not the right page. Sorry, fellas.
How tall is Arturo? He seems a little taller, too, than Supermax.
I don't think he's bigger than 6 feet.
Yeah, I don't think he's bigger than 6 feet.
Yeah, but still, it's good.
So you watching the footage right now?
Yeah, I'm seeing him hitting the double M bag,
Yeah.
Seeing him.
There's some more in the Border Wars chart that I got to upload to Patreon for everyone else to see. But now you can screen share this. And this is the guy that looks like he can be a heavyweight. Could definitely smoke him out, Jay, if he gets to South Carolina and St. Boxing, whatever the name of this place is. St. Michael's Boxing Club. There you go. So, yeah. But we got that scheduled. They're both paid. And I got Smoke 'em Out Jay's Unguarded series is back. And his episode is scheduled for Wednesday, 2 p.m.
Say what?
Yeah, so I'll be putting out.
It has begun.
I'll be putting out the posts.
Yes, sir.
Because he just sent the picture that he wants to represent him, and then you can ask him, any questions you want.
Oh, we gonna get busy with that
on his Unguarded, and yeah. So
let's get to this super chat real quick, 2 second style.
Go for it.
Skills from New Orleans says punching emoji, mad emoji, punching emoji. Bud don't take 50-50 risky fights. Most of his fights, he's always favored to win. So far, he turned down nearly all elite at 147. I mean, did he? Or he was just been given these guys?
In the media, he's turned them down, I guess, is what this guy's saying. Like what we're talking about, right? Like his actual quote for both fights. Where are we? Who are you? Here we go. So the actual quote is Terence Crawford on when he'll face Errol Spence. And I quote, never. That fight's never going to happen. It's over with. End quote. Terence Crawford on Virgil Ortiz. And I quote, Virgil's got to work his way up. That fight ain't even ready yet. He's not even ready yet. End quote. So, yeah, I mean, that's two guys, right? And then the Crawford fight, the Crawford fight, they his promoter wanted to offer him $1 million, so it's like, yeah, he's turned down all top fighters.
Intrigued the Incredible says Hooker was never my guy. Crying emoji. I thought he had.
Man. You picked
let's get it. Let me finish so you can get him, man. I thought he had a good chance of beating Ortiz. I was wrong. That's all. Period. Boots, Thurman, Calaruth, and Lee, my guys, not Hooker, but good name for Ortiz. Now on to the next test. He tried to clean that one up, man.
Listen, and I hear him, but. Just picking somebody and saying somebody is going to take the hype train. Oh, that's different. That's totally like you thought Hooker was the guy to peel back the layers on Virgil, and it was the opposite way around. It wasn't just like, oh no, Virgil Ortiz versus Maurice Hooker. Who you got? Oh, that's a decent fight. I'm gonna go with Hooker on this one. Nah, you was picking Hooker for a year, but it's all right. I'm going to let it go, man. It is what it is. No? Hello?
It is what it is and what it be. Yeah, man, listen, that's the topic. But I don't know. Are we going to come back later for Untitled or
I would like to. That sounds like
I'm down.
I am good from this moment right now until 4 o'clock today.
Call you liar.
Okay, well, let's see then.
Call
If
my
you
pants
do
are not
Untitled
on fire.
between that time
No,
and I'm
Keo.
not here, I'm a liar. But if I'm here, then I ain't lying.
Yo, is Wisconsin?
I want to do Untitled because I want to do the video game show, and I know Ness ain't gonna make put that as a topic for a show. So the only way we're gonna talk about the video game then this is Sports Boxing Club ESBC, which released part of its player list, playable boxer list on Saturday night, and it is amazing.
Bunch of UK
I want to
fighters,
say F everybody that's hating on this. It is awesome. Chocolatito, Estrada, Amir Khan, Terence Crawford, Shawn Porter, Virgil Ortiz, Caleb Plant, Usyk. Like, do I even got to keep going? Like,
No.
It is sick. But we'll save it for Untitled.
Can I ask you guys a question? Is Wisconsin known for like cheese? Ain't they the cheese heads?
Yes.
Wisconsin cheese,
Yep.
yes.
Green Bay Packers, the cheese heads.
All right.
Am I getting myself a cheese hat head? You know, them big cheese.
All right,
that's
let's
the
go on
football
out
team,
to the
right?
callers. Let's go on out to the callers.
Why'd you ask about the cheese though?
Just to use, like just to know what represents Wisconsin.
Oh, like a reference. Yeah, and they also got like breweries and stuff, right?
Never know.
Damn, beer and cheese.
Beer and cheese.
Add a little bread and you're good to go.
Oh yeah.
All right, we're going out to these callers.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
Subscribe to youtube.com/theboxingvoice for the latest and greatest interviews with your favorite fighters.
Uh-huh.
The champ is here! The champ is here!
Red belt, black belt, WO and green. I'm king. Undisputed GOAT, TBE. And you can catch the news first on TBV. Voice of the people now let me speak. Scientists of the sweet, BOXING.
You're talking bad on my name. Yo, what up, though?
What up?
Cheese!
So what's up with all these lies you putting on my name about border wars, bruh?
Lies?
I thought it was better than that.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, man.
So you didn't call
I ain't
Francis?
had no ring walk music.
Yeah, of course he did.
Did you tell us to
He
play
had his
it?
own song, right?
Of course I did, bruh. I can't tell you with it. You know what I'm saying? I sent it to you on through Gmail. I sent it to you on Skype.
Did you forget that you came to me outside and was like, yo, did you get my ring walk music? And I showed you my phone like, yo, I ain't get it. Resend it. And then
And I resent.
And when you resent it, did we ever touch bases again?
Bruh, I didn't know I was gonna be second until like.
And neither did I. I seen you walking
so.
out. When I seen you walking out, I'm like,
but the thing had no ring walk music. I ain't even come with no ring walk music.
Bruh,
That's one.
That's the thing. That's the thing. What I'm saying is Francis made sure. That's cool. Because he was focused and not worried about the fight. That's what I made emphasis on. Other people like yourself were so worried about the fight that you forgot to tell anyone, yo, put my ring walk. Francis made sure not to come out without his song be played. That's the difference. That's the difference.
I take that with that. Then this whole weight issue, man.
Yeah, clear it up.
It was
because you got people lying on Francis.
Yeah. It's no. It ain't me crying, bro.
No. I didn't say crying. I didn't say you crying. I said clear it up because you got people lying on Francis.
Well, just so y'all know, Tuesday night, 2-3 nights before the fight, Francis hit me up saying that when he left Canada, he was 176 pounds, and now he was 180. So if in 6 months' time you've not only lost no weight, but you put on 4 pounds, then what's the point of trying to do a weight class? You know what I'm saying? Like, I lost that weight. I came in at 168.4, probably 168 if I'd have just stripped down. You know what I'm saying? So, and at that point, it's no way to put that weight back on when I'm still working and got to dry down. So it ain't like, oh, well, fuck it. I know I can, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter. It's what's the point when you ain't lost no weight this whole time and instead have gained weight. You know what I'm saying? Like when a fight was back on, when he didn't know, you know what I'm saying? He could have said something. You know what I'm saying? When a fight might have been off because we didn't know if I was going to make it, he could have said something. He waited till 2-3 days out, bro. You know what I'm saying? So to talk like, oh, well, Stainless, I ain't had no choice, man. What I'm gonna do? Like, you ain't lost no weight the whole time and you gain weight instead, and I'm supposed to expect you to
you stunting, man. You stunting. I just hope your skin is tough, man, because you know I ain't got no fucking hair on my tongue. You stunting. You fucking stunting, all right? You called 72 hours. Let me talk, because I stood quiet. You called him 72 hours, and I answered the phone on my phone call, on my car, and we both heard that shit. And your first words was, yo, you ain't gonna make weight and I ain't trying to hold weight. Ain't no sense. You said I'm already on weight. Ain't no sense for me to hold weight because you assuming he ain't gonna make weight. And let's not forget that we was also negotiating pounds, dollars per pound. Dollars per pound, and you sent them a message saying $20 per pound. So I don't know what we talking about you ain't gonna gain nothing when you could have gained A, money that you asked for, okay, and B, make him suck down. But you was already on weight 3 days before and did not want to hold it, was the words out your mouth. Now you want to say you was doing a favor to Francis. And everybody who thought you was going to win is now trying to say Francis is a weight bully. No, you stop the weight clause. Other people on Border Wars have had to pay money for missing weight. That's what happens in boxing. That's why we do this, to teach you guys how and what fighters go through. So Francis ass had to fucking pay and suck down. He was sparring in a box raw weight loss suit. Every time you seen him, he had it on. So don't put it on Francis. Francis was gonna make the weight. He was gonna make the weight or die trying. And then you was gonna have the benefit of every other fighter that sucks them down. But you chose not to because you didn't want to hold the weight. Be honest, man. Ain't no favoritism. Ain't no favoritism. Just the dudes in the back call didn't tell your ass the truth like I did, and you ain't believe me. When I seen your shit hitting the bag, you ain't ready. And Coach fucking Myers, you ain't ready. Go ahead and get Cassius Chaney. I will definitely take the fucking leash off Francis and he will wipe the floor with your big ass. Because I know boxing. Because I know boxing. What the fuck I see, I know what the fuck I see. And when I seen Stainless in the bag, I knew he was losing. And when I seen you trying, these motherfuckers got nerve. And this is why I do this shit. This is why I do this shit, because you motherfuckers got nerve to talk about other people, but then you posting like, oh, my left hook getting better. No, the fuck it ain't. Francis will stop you. And I hope you got tough skin. You will get stopped. You will get stopped. You better off fighting greatness, and that's a problem because greatness already got mad time getting ready. Y'all better stop fucking playing. And Mario's on the list too. He fucked up and let Show Kid fight a dude 20 years younger, 2 feet taller. No, man, listen, he just fucking climbed Mount Everest.
Nah, you ain't wrong.
He climbed Mount Everest. Mount Everest. Mario ain't shit but a hill in the park right now.
Well, I wouldn't put it like that, but yeah,
you
I definitely.
Ain't shit but a hill in the park.
I mean, I put myself in a situation where I'm 0-1 now fighting a guy who's 1-0 and has that momentum.
I'm telling you, to him, not in your mind. To him, he just clowned you a hill in the park. You coming off a loss, and there's a blueprint on how to beat you.
But that's what I just said. But he can't beat me the way Keem beat me, though. But
why not?
Because he doesn't have those kind of skills. That Keem
but
has.
You also came on the show earlier and said you didn't think he had the skills he did show.
Well, actually, I said that off air, but I don't mind saying that. I don't mind saying that. No. Hold on.
Why can't he surprise you again?
Hold on. What I said specifically was that I didn't think he was as good as he was. If we would have fought that day, I think it's more of a question than it was before then.
If you would have fought him Saturday, March 13th, you would have beat him. You would have stopped him. He already was. He got quit in him. He spit his mouthpiece and turned his back. I don't give a fuck what the fuck he say. He spit his mouthpiece and turned his back. He got quit in him. But
no, and that's fine.
He went through the fire now. You ain't even been through the fire. Guess what happened when you was in the fire? You took a knee. You took a fucking knee, Miguel Cotto. Not Show Kid.
But if you knew boxing, the way that other people know boxing, you would know that taking a knee is a strategy and it's strategic.
Did it help you?
Not get your ass.
Did it help you?
Yeah, it helped me survive.
No, you got 3 knockdowns. What you talking about? You got 3 knockdowns. He didn't take a knee and he got a win.
I got 1 knockdown. I put myself down 2 other times because I was dead ass fucking tired. But all I'm trying to say with Show Kid, because you talking about this other stuff, I'm saying what I saw from him on bag work and mitt work was not the fighter that I saw from the fight on Saturday.
Exactly,
because that was not that dude.
Because you can't count the dog. The dog comes out in the fight.
No. But no. You're absolutely right. But but this isn't going to the point that you were making. Because to be honest with you, I think it was a little unfair. But you were trying to say like, oh, well, he wasn't showing footage because he was trying to, what was the word you used? I can't remember. But you know what I'm talking about, right? He was like trying to get me. I don't think it was that. I think he was just better than I thought he was. But I saw how hard he was throwing, and I was like, man, this dude doesn't throw that hard. But he was a better fighter, better athlete. And like you said, it was the aggression.
Let me be clear, Coach Myers. This isn't me souping you up because I need Francis not to fight this time around. And for you ever to get that fight, you're going to have to demonstrate way better video than that because my keen eye tells me he's stopping you. So don't think this is me trying to build that fight up.
Oh, you saying that Francis stops Coach Myers? No, I'm asking you. Man, I didn't say you're wrong. I'm asking you.
Again, I won't screen share because then they'll be like, yo, Ness, you being mean. But we all start as babies, no matter what we doing. The first time we doing something, we don't know how to do it. So it's all good. He get a pass. But that pass also comes with find someone else that's a novice. Find someone else that's 0-0, that never fought, that never sparred, just like you. Not fighting Francis. Putting you in there with Francis is me not being true to what Border Wars is. I need to give everybody an opportunity at winning. I put him in there with Francis. I know Francis winning. I'm swaying the betting line. I'm trying to fatten
but you're talking about a pure talent thing because the way you were saying it kind of sounded like you were like saying like, no, that fight's not right because he doesn't deserve for Francis. Like Francis put himself on another level, and now, but you're saying it's a skill thing that Coach Myers is not on that level that Francis is on.
No way.
I don't know.
No.
Yeah.
Way.
Okay.
Do me staying quiet, and I get it. He
smiles the whole time.
No, because he's now Coach Myers. He's now Coach Myers.
Let me ask you a question. I said
no. He's now Coach Myers' is coach. But the truth is, Doomy gotta tell the truth. We gonna move on because we ain't trying to keep it all Border Wars. We gonna move on, but he gotta tell the truth because this is part of the matchmaking process. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to put anyone in there, whether it's a dude we don't know, Coach Myers who we do know. Everybody needs to have an equal opportunity because I want them to come back. You understand? I ain't trying to blank nobody out and then that's it. They don't get, they done because they 0-1 and they discouraged now. That's not what it's about. He needs to have an equal opportunity fight. But yeah, he could get that too. He need to get that now while Francis is working. That's how you build the fight.
That's a way to look at it though, because with the blanking out thing, I agree. Like if I get knocked the fuck out, I probably am done. Like I'll lose and I'll still fight. But if I get, so I get what you're saying there. But to say like I got to give everybody that equal opportunity to get that W, I get that. But then it's like you're always putting yourself in a situation where the other guy is, you know what I'm saying? It's like you can't make it an easy fight for both fighters.
Of course, 0-0 is he. That's the best we can give you.
0-0 on the same level. Okay, you're right.
That's right.
0-0 is
so
the best
anybody coming in who's a novice, right? But then
Mario,
in the situation,
let me give you some words of like encouragement.
Advice?
What you did, I don't think has ever been done. Name someone that's been down 3 times and is willing to fight again. It's not there. Even Eddie talks the talk, but after I put him down 3 times, he looked retired to me. I don't see nobody who been down 3 times trying to fight again. Show me on Border Wars. How many fighters have we had? Who the fuck has been down 3 times trying to fight again? I put Gus down 3 times. He retired too.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you.
Show me
like,
the dude. Show me the dude that been down 3 times on camera in front of the fucking world
Listen,
and is ready to come back.
And I love you. I love you. You're my friend.
Dudes
I
just talk,
appreciate
man,
it. But I'm gonna tell you though, real quick. You know, it's like weird for me because, so like in high school, I was like really good at hitting, but I was too small to play the field, right? So like I would pitch because I'm a lefty. And so my coach would use me as like batting practice, right? For like the teams on Saturday, like we were going to face a lefty. So like they would suit me up, you know what I'm saying? Like as the batting practice. Yo, I swear to God. And this is that's just reminding me of this shit. So we had this big ass playoff game, right? And I got benched because I don't hit against lefties. It sucked, right? But I helped everybody get ready. We smoked this dude for like 10 runs. And we get on the bus, right? We were playing San Antonio. We get on the bus. He goes, and we got 2 game balls today. We're like, 2? You know, my homeboy hit the home run, but who else? He's like, and the next one's going to go to Mario Munguia for his BP pitching. Bro, it was like a double-edged sword, dog, because I'm like, yo, giving me a game ball for fucking batting practice pitching. Like, you might as well just fucking give me a wedgie in the cafeteria, like you getting me clown. And so it was like, and it was love from the coach, it's love from Ness, but it's like, damn, dog, I'm always in that fucked up situation.
Nah, because I'm telling you, man, listen, the fact that you want to come back, you're going to do better because of that, because there's not many people that do that. Like let's put Keem in that position. Imagine Keem would have got knocked down.
Mario, Ness, let me say something for a second, real quick. Mario, the only thing I want to say is Showkid really went through it because after his fight, he literally sat down from walking out the ring for like an hour plus and did not move.
Yo, like, the wife, Kid Kelly's wife, came to ask was he okay.
Yeah.
What he say?
Kid Kelly's wife came to ask was he okay. Like, you okay? You need some water?
Yeah,
like because he was just leaning on the wall for like a nice 30 minutes, no exaggeration.
Straight through the fire. So when that's talking about,
it's like a cold wall. It feels good though, right?
Let me tell you something. Oh man, Showkid heart.
That kid showed.
Yo, do me. We don't want you to tell us about Showkid's heart. We want you to say after reviewing the tape, you wish you had instant replay to use to award the right call or the wrong call.
No. You're not gonna sit here and say that. I slow-moed the damn thing a million times. He didn't get hit with the punch. So don't come on here and we could do a review live.
Lord have mercy.
Wait, let's do this untitled. Let's do this
untitled. Why are you this way?
Untitled.
Why do you love to rob people of their knockdown?
This is something that everybody's gonna want to hear.
But why?
This is what's gonna get us.
But why does he love to rob people of a knockdown?
100% sure, Ness.
100% sure.
Come on.
Look,
we can talk about it. I'm open to talk about it.
No, look at the screen share. Look at the screen share. Look at the screen share, man. The hook is already. The hook is already.
Give me that replay that's like 2 seconds on there. I mean, go back.
Yeah.
First of all, download the BPE Network app. Go to the bottom. There's a little icon that says shows. You click on the shows and you click on Border Wars. And you go ahead if you could watch the whole event, which I recommend. Or if not, you can go ahead and fast forward to Showkid if you've already seen the event. And I want you to slow motion. The punch never
that right now.
Man, you tripping,
was so
I got it.
And so out of it that he tripped on himself. He flew back. Punch never lands. Here we go.
Look at the still shot. Now Showkid's already right foot on the outside of Michael's leg. He's already leaning. You already see the telegraph hook coming.
Yeah, you see it coming.
Michael is already expecting it. Doomy is just blind, but it's all good.
Well,
look at this.
I don't know if he is expecting because it's kind of on his blind side.
No, but dude, he's already turning. You can see he's already turning. But here goes the video. Look, boom.
And slow motion the punch.
Showkid working him on the corner, like get out of here.
Well, Showkid had it on slow motion in his
you ain't
thing,
Mario.
But it's like really shitty quality.
Worked him. You know.
Listen, I don't want to have to
Look,
make
bam!
this.
How he said that shit ain't land, y'all? How he gonna say that ain't land, y'all? Look, you look at it. Bam! My man's face even turns. Look, bam! But he said, "Come on, man, stop the fucking lies. Stop it.
Yes. Shut up.
Doomy, look at it, man. Look at it,
bro. And don't. I want you to buy yourself
a great position.
I'm the one with the point of view.
Doomy's in a great position.
Didn't hit. And look, everybody's listening right now.
Every
the
single
PPE
Border
network.
Wars.
Click on the icon at the bottom left-hand corner. Shows. Click on Border Wars and go to this fight. And please
show me where he trips.
DM him and tell him that he's wrong.
Show
all right,
me where
because
he
he
trips.
is.
Bam.
P Network app, the network who is responsible.
May 31st. I'm sorry.
Yo, this replay never gets
July
old.
31st in Atlanta.
This replay never gets old, man. I swear. If y'all see I'm screen sharing, check it out. Bam.
Yo, ignorant boxing ain't shit.
When you slow it down, everybody, you'll see the truth. Okay,
like everybody spit on him.
Yo,
kid, isn't even affected by any punch.
Y'all stay trying to rob people for they knockdown. Bam! Yo, that right hook. Yo, and Showkid. Yo,
Jay Duke 40 said it did not land. There you go. They're gonna come in.
Yo,
I'm telling you.
Yo, look how Showkid. Yo, hey, Francis, you see how Showkid runs down on him after he drops him? Like, yeah, get up, I'll fuck you up. Look. He straight up Ali Sonny Liston look over his ass like, what? Get up. Watch this, yo.
But what
he
you
ain't got the handshake.
But what you guys have to say though is that Showkid did have quit in him because it did spit his mouthpiece out and did turn his back. But he did show he had heart too, which is like a double-edged sword. You know what I mean? He showed that he could let go of it, and Mark. I mean, that's a good fight, man. Mark, you taking that fight still?
Yeah, absolutely, 1,000%. I think it's a good fight. Like honestly, I think it's a better fight now that he got this one in.
Battle of the right hooks. He the favorite now. He the favorite.
His confidence is
favorite now.
You ain't even ranked. You coming
had him favorite before.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
You know, I was telling him he was gonna get knocked out by you, but you fucked that up.
No, but you had switched it like 3 times. He even said it himself. He was like, "Bro, I don't."
When we was in Atlanta, and I did pad work with you, you know, I came back saying that you was gonna stop him.
Right, you're right.
But now he too much of a dog. Roof. Yo, let's go out to Brandon in Cincinnati. What up, Brandon?
Wait, H-champ.
Cincinnati, Brandon.
My bad, brother.
Brandon.
Hey, whole nother time zone. Jumped up for back with our mind on. Can't play when you here, get your life stole. If you bring it here, then the price grow. Folks jabbing and punching the line long. I drop a pitch and let 9 go. We slap with the fake glass and white go. This only happens in Ohio.
Yo, I'm still replaying this shit. I can't believe Doomy thinks this ain't a knockdown. He tripping, man. I'm done.
Bros. Just shut up and go back and do it real slow-mo, all right? If you need a big screen, do it.
I ain't going back, man. You go back, man. You need to work on yourself, man. Every fight, there's a controversial knockdown, man.
Bro, we need you commentating, not hopping into the ring, all right?
Dog, that shit was a knockdown. Brandon, what up, man? Apologies, man.
Can y'all hear me?
Now we hear you, champ.
Now we can. You was over there with Voltron.
R2D.
It was with
Okay.
Optimus Prime.
I'm good and I'm cool. Before I get on the topic, I want to give a shout out to my daughter. Today, her birthday. She turned 8 today.
Happy birthday to your daughter.
Shout out to Karina, man. Daddy loves you. You don't even know how much she changed my life, man. Made me a better dude. But as far as the topic, it pains me to hear Bud talk like that, saying the fight ain't gonna never happen, because I really want the fight to happen. So hopefully, the attitudes change once they sit down and get to negotiating. I just want that fight to happen, man. As far as Virgil Ortiz, I agree. Virgil's not ready. Don't rush the kid into the fight. And I want Shawn Porter, man. That's what I want. I want Shawn Porter next. I want everybody who's Errol's fought for Bud, so Bud can beat him up and do it in better fashion and style. So that's my opinion on it, man. Hopefully we can get Errol in the future. I don't want Virgil, and I want Shawn Porter next. so Bud can stop him. But other than that, man, y'all have a good one. Y'all have a good one, man. I gotta.
All right, Brandon, we got Show Kid with a super chat that says, shout out to TBV. Fire emoji. Great job, Ness, Francis Doomy, and Mr. Duck Mungia.
I'm not talking this one at all. I mean, we're gonna promote it, obviously, but
I mean, you duck, man.
I ain't gonna say it.
I mean, why'd you miss your flight, man? We gonna save it for Untitled, man. I'm gonna save it for Untitled.
We save it for Untitled.
I'm ready. Let's get busy.
I don't know how.
I mean, we could end this one right now and go right away, but
we got callers. Hold on,
can't do that. No. I meant like as soon as we're done with this one, we go right into it.
I'll go right into it. I ain't ready for that type of life.
Let's do it. I'm
Intrigued,
good.
Incredible says, I also said if Ortiz wins, Hooker gonna get exposed, flaws, and he did. Good win for Ortiz, though. Skills from New Orleans. What up, Skills? He said fist emoji, mad emoji, fist emoji. So he punching in the air because he's fucking upset. He says, Bud don't take 50-50 risky fights. Most of his fights, he's always favored to win. So far, he turned down nearly all the elites at 147. Intrigued Incredible says, Hooker was never my guy. We said that one. I thought he had a good chance of beating Ortiz. I was wrong. That's all. Boots Thurman. Who the hell is Caruth? And Lee, my guy. Oh, Caruth is a dude from Texas, the cruiserweight with Ronnie.
Oh, he was good.
Christian Caruth.
He looks really good. No, that's not how you say it. It's
Tristan. No?
Tristan. How did you say his last name?
Caruth, right? Kyle Ruth?
It is, yeah. I think that's how it is. They had said it perfectly on the thing. Yo, he looked really, really good. When I get to, what did he say?
No, Annie said Showcase the A side now.
Yeah, I saw that.
And Showkid said it's funny how you all of a sudden when people punch you in the face, you slip. And I agree. It's funny. That's the same thing. Listen. Keem got punched in the face, allegedly slipped. Oh, I slipped my foot out the ring. I ain't used to high rings. Now, all of a sudden, Showkid gets a fucking right hook knockdown. Oh, no, the dude slipped. Like, come on, man. Everybody slipping these days? Come on, man.
The tape don't lie.
Listen, my man Doomy is refereed like what 94% of them.
That's what it is.
It's like
Doomy,
this.
Be honest.
No. Real quick, I want to say this because I actually I umpired baseball and I did football as a referee in football, a line judge or line referee, whatever. And you make mistakes. Like that's the point of having like. Otherwise, we'd have like computer electronic shit, calling strikes and balls or all this stuff. So it's part of the game. And I'm not saying that Doomy made a mistake at all. Human error. Thank you. That's the way that they put it. Perfectly said. Human error. And I'm not saying that Doomy made a mistake this time or that time. All I'm saying is that he's going to make mistakes. Anybody who's refereeing that many fights is going to make mistakes. Whether that was a mistake or not, it's going to happen.
That's the evolution right there. So the next Doomy needs to step up. The next guy that wants to referee, that wants to put the outfit on, that is willing to take the course and learn.
Absolutely. Look, little by little, like Ness has been, slowly, I was announcing too at one time. I was wearing like 10 different hats. Yep. So little by little, you know what I'm saying? The pressure's being alleviated a little bit.
Shout out to Info Joe. Let me cut you off. I'm sorry because
go ahead, bro. Because he did a wonderful job.
Yeah, I just want to give him credit because the way people love you as a ref, man, I seen comments where people like, yo, I could see this dude doing it, and I said that yesterday. Whether it's he's announcing a real fight card for one of these big promoters or it's TBV that gets his promoter's license and he announces his first professional fight. I definitely see a future for him in that, man. The voice is there, and all right, fighters, let your hands go and get the fans a show. That's a slogan, man. That's ready to rock and roll right there, man.
That's right. And, so shout out to Info, man, who took that position now and is doing a hell of a job. And it alleviates the pressure on me and me and Ness arguing back and forth about stepping in front of the camera.
No, we still arguing now because Doomy's like, yo, this is the main camera. Doomy like, no, but there's a camera here, there's a camera there, so I'm going anywhere. I'm like, yo.
going everywhere, so I don't miss anything.
Yo,
man,
at one point, I'm like, yo, Doomy needs a clone because he was posing with the winner like the way the promoter's supposed to. Like he's like got the finger or the fist, and then he'll turn to each camera like.
Yep.
That's how they do it. Yo, Doomy.
Yo, and look, bro, and the
amount
of fights that we had this last 10 Border Wars X, man, it was equal to championship fights. That's how many fights I ref.
It was like
3
13.
championship 12-round fights.
Word.
It was like
and you've been doing that the last 3. Yo, I'll never forget either when I came in, right, in Pittsburgh, and I bowed, and Doomy goes, "You bowed to the wrong side." Or you said, what'd you say? You say, "Bow to the other side." Or something like goes, "You bowed to the wrong side." It's like, you don't know what the fuck you're doing. Why are you doing it if you don't know what you're doing?
I thought he was pulling his amateur bow to the judges.
That's what I was doing. And you said, "Bro, you don't even bow to that side." Or you said something like that. I was like, oh, shit, I just embarrassed myself.
Nah, but
we worked on like the night before too, Doomy.
Yeah, and bro, y'all, Francis, even though he ain't had to keep cutting weight down, I tell you, I had Francis working for like an hour and a half, 2 hours straight. Non-stop, no breaks.
That's swinging in the hammock over there watching us. Like, look at these 2 idiots.
And that's the thing. See, Doomy did the same thing.
Mario,
I stayed with.
Mario, hold on. That's just literally swinging in the hammock on his phone. Like, look at these 2 idiots. We could have went to the boxing gym.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, Doomy the whole time is helping people, right? You know, did it in Dallas, did it in Pittsburgh, you know, did it in Florida, and then at the same time, like, he's, you know, in control of the event, because even though Ness and everybody setting up these aspects to have it broadcast, like Doomy's getting the fighter meetings, like Doomy has, you know, his prepared statement for the judges meetings, for the corners meetings, for the fighters meetings. Like he is the quarterback. I think that's the best way to put it. And, you know, obviously Ness needs as many position players as he can in those moments. But Doomy, I mean, it's not just him showing up with the nice, freshly, you know, iron shirt and bow tie. Like, you know, that's the least of it. Even though he looks great, that's the least of it. My man's out there working.
One thing I can tell you, though, not to call you Doomy missed my little touch to the ad, though. Because, yo, I can tell Doomy was parched. I'm calling from the table. Yo, Winston, can I get a water?
Shout out to Keem. Shout out to everybody who, you know, cared to look my way and feel sorry for me. Shit. I'm sweating, bro. My girl's telling me, like, babe, we got to do something about the shirt. You got to have like 5 shirts.
Yeah.
Like, you cannot be looking sweaty like that. I'm like, babe, when am I going to change it to another shirt? Like,
per fight.
So.
Yeah,
listen, we can do intermissions.
When you could do an intermission?
No, we did do intermissions. It's just that Doomy, again, wore many hats. But when we do the giveaway, you can break to the bathroom.
True.
Yo, don't worry, man. 11 is gonna be done right. I promise y'all, I'm not fighting, so my hands, I'm ready to go. You know what I do when I get the list and get everything popping. The whole show is gonna be ran correctly in order. Everybody gonna be happy doing the road.
And that's no cap. Like when Ness
not at all.
Ness mentions it, like I'm clapping, because like that what you did in Dallas, like just telling people where to go.
Word.
You know, bitch, do that. Don't do that. Don't walk in that way.
It's crazy.
All of that shit matters.
Yes. It needs to be said every single fight too, because people don't remember it. People don't remember it. But let's get back to the show. And that's the thing.
He, you know, you went to school for it, and I never forget that. But it still surprised me how valuable it comes in, like every time. Like,
look at
you know what I'm saying?
Bo just said he had to do 2 water runs because we would have ran out. I'm telling you, it was like even the owner didn't have enough water. It's just it's serious, man. It's serious.
It's hot there. The fights was on fire. The building was rocking. I'm telling you, man. Everybody was sweating.
Hey, yo, shout out to Jordan. Yo, Jordan got me food, and then he forgot to give it to me.
Yo, but the beauty of that is that, you know, Adrian and George, who are the owners and managers of the bar in Wisconsin, Watertown, they were there firsthand to see what type of crowd we were able to bring in. And that inspired them to want to take it to Wisconsin, and now we're back in. We're going to be in Wisconsin for the first time in Watertown on June 12th, and we don't have to worry about not having water or stuff like that, because you'll have bars to be able to order from, and waitresses, and ring card girls, and the smoke machines, and all the greatness, man. So we're going out to Coach Myers, Connecticut. What up? Nah, bro.
Yo, what's good? What's
that
good?
Jason music no more, man.
It's cool. It's Michael Myers.
Hey Ness, that's why we love you, man. You do your thing. You gonna say it how you feel. Talk your shit. Go ahead, good. Hype it up. Cause when I beat your boy, I don't want to hear shit after that. Besides that, shout out to
the IBO, man.
Nah, I know he got it around his waist. So I can't say nothing about that. That's cool. But I like how you try to ride off the left hook. That's my weakest punch. You guys do me. We was working on that all day, but you won't say nothing. But you won't say nothing about.
That's fine. But that's my point. If your weakest punch looks like that, it would be smarter for you to work on that punch before getting in a fight with my Francis, the praying mantis.
I mean, I hear you, but I'm a novice. All my punches ain't gonna be perfect, bro. You know what I mean? I don't do this for a living. So I can admit my flaws as well. I can admit what I could do good.
Tell him about the right hand, though, Coach. Tell him about the right hand.
Because you ain't mentioned nothing about the right uppercut, though. You ain't say nothing about that. So that's how I know. But hold on, that's how I know you. But hold up, real quick, Ness. That's how I know you smart about your boxing. You ain't say nothing about the right uppercut because it looked real good. But the left hook, which I need to work on, you pointed that out. So I know my flaws. It's all good. But
I'm pulling
I definitely want the.
I'm pulling it up. I want to see this right hand you speak of. Okay, because you just posted it an hour ago. Okay, this uppercut. He just posted it. He must have felt some type of way.
I didn't just post it. It posted at the same time, champ.
It say 1 hour ago.
It's the same time, champ. I punched my weakest punch and my best punch.
The other one says 2 hours ago, so clearly that's not the same time, but it's okay.
Hey, look in the Skype chat, bro. They back to back. Chill, champ.
Listen. What you got going for you is that you tall. You got that going for you, but you ain't you. No,
I know. I'm not beating Francis. I know. I'm not ready. I'm not beating him. Cool. Unless Doomy tell me that, then I'll believe it. But he ain't tell me that. But great show. Keep it going, champs.
And Doomy would soup you up. You know what I'm saying?
Nah. You know when it comes to this fight shit, I don't blow smoke up nobody's ass, champ. I'm real as hell in there. I'll tell you if you suck.
My man bringing this left hook from Canal Street, man.
But I also think that y'all see it from two different sides sometimes. Like Ness, both of you know boxing very well. Both of you are very experienced. Both of you understand it at a very high level that like 95% of people don't. But the difference is that Doomy has experience coaching as well. So when he's seeing a fighter, he's not just seeing what they are in a nutshell. He's also able to see what they can do or who they could be.
Play the beat, Francis, man. Tired of all that bullshit.
Play the Coley track.
Shit. About boxing.
Nah, I thought you was gonna play, man. Set that soft shit up, man.
Oh, man, I thought he was gonna play that Coley fire.
Shut that soft ass shit up. All that soft talking. I know you can do it, man. You got the. Man, shut that soft ass shit up, man. You ain't with me.
So what you saying? You saying that Ness don't got the coaching experience? What you saying?
No, yeah, I don't. I don't. I have never coached anybody, and especially through a fight, through a whole 8-week camp. No, I can throw out advice. That's different.
Yeah.
You know?
I think Ness
could
help. I think Ness could absolutely help. Could he be the number one guy in somebody's corner? I don't know. I don't even know if he'd want that responsibility. I mean, I'm not going to talk for him and say it. You could say yes or no, but I mean, both understand fighting at a high level. It's just Doomy has that experience with how to progress people.
Yeah. Doomy, he's actually read and worked with other coaches. That's not my thing. I'm just going off of what I know.
Let's here to knock people out. All right, 5-0, champ. Yeah, we got this.
So yeah, man. Nah, but he has the height. He's very tall. I'm gonna screen share this picture so you can see. He's like
he looks like an athlete.
He can grow into a heavyweight if he wanted to.
He's tall. He looks like an athlete.
So
yo, real quick, sound the alarm, Nestor, because it looks like Boxing King 22 is a member. Welcome to the podcast.
And remember, the Doomy is like 5'10". So not only is Coach Myers tall, but his son is tall. But that makes Coach Myers maybe like 6'3", 6'2", right?
Oh, easy 6'2", easy 6'2".
You think he's taller than greatness?
Bro, he's taller than he if he's not, he's probably an inch. I mean, he's tall, bro. You see me how I look? I look small.
So
man.
he's over 6 feet for sure.
He's got to be 6'1",
6'2".
6'2".
I'm screen sharing his height.
Shout out to Junior, bro. Junior, yo, his son, man, it's a coach's dream, bro. This kid learns.
So that's like a 7-inch difference.
But Francis salivates over tall dudes, man. You seen how he took care of the last tall dude, man. He gets low and works from the bottom up, man. He's not afraid of none of that, man.
Nah, look, I'll tell you, I'm honest, man. Look, Coach Myers isn't ready for Francis right now. He knows that because I told that to him.
Why you try to come on here, Francis, and say like, yo, Doomy ain't tell me that, man? He told you that, man.
No, I told him that he wasn't ready for him now.
Yeah.
But with a camp, that's a whole nother story.
What you mean with a camp? What you mean? When you mean now, you mean like when you had him in the gym, or you mean now like take him next fight?
No. What I mean is that he wasn't ready. I told him while we were, working on things, and we talked, afterwards. I'm like, listen, you're not ready now. Right now to hop in the ring like today, you're not ready. But with an 8-week camp, from what I just seen and how you take in these fundamentals, you'd be ready.
So
Definitely
you say
ready.
so again. So you saying if Francis felt like it, which he's not allowed to this one because this is a very important event for us. But if Francis was available for June 12th and Myers was available for June 12th, you think Myers would be ready to face Francis in a fight?
Yes, he would.
Why are you so surprised by that, though?
I mean, probably because, because Ness always sees me as somebody that looks at the glass half full instead of half empty. Man. So I come at everybody, in that manner. But when it comes to the fighting, and he knows this, bro, I'm not gonna shoot smoke up your ass. Like if you need a fight before you get to Francis, I'm gonna tell you that. I'm going to tell you that, but there's just physical attributes that he has that if he uses it the right way, he could cause problems to Francis. Now, Francis showed us he can fight a taller guy. I'm not saying that he going to go in there and starch Francis.
Well, Francis also showed that he can fight, period. You know what I'm saying?
Francis brings you the fight, Yeah. That's what we got to see from Francis. He brings you the fight, and he had gas all the way to the end. So these are the things you got to watch. You want the sauce with Francis. You got to prepare yourself.
The funny thing about all this is what I love is that I'm going to stack another 8 weeks on top of what I've already done. And I've learned from what I've done. I watched the tape and, I wasn't the most pleased because I think I can do way better than what I've seen with my own 2 eyes. So I'm down on myself. I don't like talking about it because personally, I can do way better. Like stuff that I know I can do and I have done in the gym. Now I understand like, oh, that's how this works. Like going through it the first time. Now that I've gone through the first time, anybody I fight from here on out it's going to be a good fight for them because I'm going to be more than prepared. I'm going to make sure that I'm over prepared.
Super chat. We got Smoke 'em Out Jay that says, breaking news, even though I already announced it. Breaking news, looking emoji. Corey Frank, Border Wars participant, self-proclaimed pound for pound #1, has signed up his heavyweight friend Arturo for Border Wars 11 in Wisconsin, June 12th, to get smoked out by Smoke 'em Out Jay. Glove emoji, fire emoji. Hashtag what a friend with the laughing out loud crying emoji. We're going to K-Boxing in D.C. Talk to me.
Guys, I've been on hold for an hour now, and that's how much I love you guys. Ness, I'm going to say this. You my man, 10 grand. But Francis, I must say, you are slowly but surely becoming my man, 100 grand. Sometimes when I'm listening to you, when the topics are at hand, and you go in on it, it's almost like me watching that prayer mantis when he got his prey and he just goes to work devouring them. You just be on point, bro, and I love you for it. Mario, I'm sorry, bro, but you just keep doing what you do. And but to get on to get on the topic at hand with this Virgil Ortiz, bro, Ness, I want to share something with y'all real quick, okay? I'm not saying that Virgil is a hype train, but let me run off a couple of quick names to you. Joel Diaz, 23-0. Luis Eduardo Flores, 21-3. Not to mention Ndongo, people like that. How many of those up-and-coming, undefeated Mexican or Hispanic boxers that were coming along the same time as Virgil Ortiz, that Robert Garcia, if he really thought Virgil Ortiz was all that and was something, he would have, instead of running his mouth to Ellie Setback in the gym, talking about he got 3 fighters in the gym that could beat Regis Prograis or whatever. Why didn't he say, okay, I got a guy, outside of Jose Ramirez, who was also on the duck train with Regis Prograis. My point is this. We're going too much in on this Virgil Ortiz thing, okay? Guys, I'm going to give you one name. You want to stop the hype train? I'm going to give you 2 names. You want to stop the hype train with Virgil Ortiz right now? Tell Robert Garcia to sign him to fight Jerron Ennis. Tell Robert Garcia to put him in there right now to fight Regis Prograis. And I guarantee you the hype train will be done. Will be done right now. Guys, let's keep it real. All right? You're talking about this guy getting in there with Danny Garcia or even a Shawn Porter. Stop it, guys. This guy's nowhere near there. You see how he failed to mention Errol Spence's name throughout all his conversation after the fight? You know why? Because he knows himself. He feels like Terence Crawford is a paycheck. Robert Garcia, it seems Terence Crawford as a paycheck. But he know damn well his guy ain't got nothing for Terence Crawford, Earl, or none of them. Ness, you know I'ma always keep it real, bro. Okay, that's all I know how to do. That's my call.
I mean, damn, when you said Flores, I was just like, why? Flores got knocked out by, man, it's like 11 KOs, 18 times. I don't know. So I don't know what putting Virgil Ortiz up against a guy like that would have given him.
We going to Chief Red. What up? Chief Red.
Chief.
Hello. Say hello. Wake up. Wake up.
It's the first of them.
Brandon H-Town.
What's up, y'all? Hey, Ness, you on your Vince McMahon stuff this morning, bro. I like that. You know what I'm saying? You got me hyped for Border Wars 11. As far as Virgil Ortiz goes, and Crawford, I don't even understand why Crawford would even take that fight. I mean, I would want to see the fight, of course, but like, what does he gain career-wise from taking that fight? Because if he beats him and he knocks him out, then people are gonna say, "Oh well, the dude was only 22, he wasn't ready," just like they did with Canelo and Floyd, So I don't understand what he gets out of that career-wise. Virgil Ortiz, I would like to see him versus a person like David Avenesi, somebody who just derailed Josh Kelly's career. You know what I'm saying? So put him in there with Virgil Ortiz and see if he can do the same thing with Virgil. And as far as Errol and Crawford goes, I'm not even sure if what the dispute is over. Is it the actual purse split or is it over pay-per-view sales? Because I can see Errol agreeing a 50-50 purse split, but when it comes to the pay-per-view back end, it needs to be 70-30. And that's my call.
All right. Antonio, Albany.
Damn it, what's going on, man? Good show so far. But real quick, man, so I'm looking at, some of these rankings, man, just via FightNews.com. So they got Maurice Hooker at number 13 under the WBC. They got Maurice Hooker under number 8, WBO. And they got Virgil Ortiz, number 6, WBC, and Virgil Ortiz, number 2, WBO. So I'm thinking everybody wants to see Virgil Ortiz fight a big name just because he's up there maybe, but honestly, I don't think he's ready, man. Honestly, and then I hold you right away talking about call Bob Aaron and all this nonsense. Like, listen, man, I just feel like De La Hoya running out of big time boxers, man. He lost Canelo. He might be losing Ryan Garcia in the future. He's just trying to prop up these fighters too damn fast, man. It is what it is, man. But hey, man, Crawford's gonna beat that boy. I just hope they're gonna put him in the ring with him. Other than that, man, I hope he fights Sean Porter next. And Sean Porter, man, another one running his mouth. He's running his mouth too much, man. Once he gets in the ring with Crawford, man, he's gonna. Oh man, and I just can't wait. And I just hope it happens. And you know, he might retire after that fight. Talking about Sean Porter, man. He might retire after he fights Crawford. That's my call.
Coach Myers from the counterpunch.
Myers.
Coach Myers.
Yo.
Yo.
Y'all hear me?
We hear you.
So stop saying I'm switching up Doomy's words and all that, brother. Stop saying I'm switching up his words, twisting up everything. On the day I went to go trade with him, he said, yeah, today. When is June? What, about 8 weeks away? 9, 7 weeks? So when he says, hey, listen, you ain't ready today. Give me 8 weeks, you're ready. So that means at Border Wars, the next event, obviously it'll be ready. So it's like, man, stop it. And I want to say Doomy has the most experience training people on this whole panel, probably combined. So I'll take his word over anybody else.
Cool. So I'm gonna get you a fight for June 12th, so you can show us that you could get ranked.
No, I ain't fighting June 12th.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'll show up and support, but I ain't
you'll show up, but you won't fight. Oh, okay.
I mean, it's
yeah. No, listen, I get you. It's easy to hit a bag. It's not worth it. It's easy to hit a bag in pads, you know, because they don't hit bags. So I understand that. I understand.
That's Eddie Hearn. You Eddie Hearn, Ness.
No, I'm not Eddie Hearn. I'm gonna make sure you learn.
You like sitting in your mum's spare rooms, just tickling your bollocks.
Yo, take it easy, bro.
Yes. And that's the thing, man. People could sit here. You could sit here and wait for the big fight. You'll just
Coach Myers got his eyes set on Francis like you wouldn't believe. Champ, you on mute, Francis?
Nah. Yeah, listen, man. Like I said before, man. If it walks like a duck, it sounds like a duck.
Exactly.
It is a goddamn duck. Yeah. You can't tell me you're gonna go all the way to a point where it's not fight. And you talking about you got all these skills, man. Go sit down somewhere with all that yabber, please, man. Get in the ring and swing. Where Liz Lowe at? Yeah. He about to get in the ring and swing.
Yeah.
Tripping.
Yeah.
True. Liz Lowe is about to get in there. He ain't playing either.
No. We going to Seattle.
Mr. PBC, baby.
BoxingWords.com. I'm the flyest. Canelo talking about he believe he can win. Go to my kitchen. Get the sharpest knife. And cut the bullshit up. I don't care what you do good. I do every fucking thing great.
Mr. PBC, baby.
Yo, what's good, TVV?
Buenos dias.
That was a pretty weird event, seeing Terence Crawford and Errol right next to each other. Second time, it seems like, and it seems like some weird stuff to me. They could have easily made the fight right then and there. I don't even blame the promoters no more. It's really just both of them, and their egos and their personalities are quiet, so they don't really know how to confrontate. That's with that. But Virgil Ortiz, I don't think he can beat anybody noteworthy at 147. Maurice Hooker was a Bambi in there and still gave him problems. And I think anybody else would definitely give him problems. That's my call, man.
All right.
Damn.
Bo from Bama with the super chat who says, shout out to Alexis for letting them hands go. Most punches thrown via CompuBox. And that was Border Wars 10. Alexis versus Surefire D. DeMarcus in Dallas. Round 1 had 37 punches thrown for Alexis and 40 punches thrown for Surefire D. Round 2 had 58 punches for Alexis, 27 for Surefire D. Round 3 had 43 punches by Alexis and 27 for Surefire D with a total of
Let's go, champ. You feel me?
38 punches for Alexis and 97 to for Surefire D, who still wants the rematch, willing to go to Wisconsin and beat on someone else to
grind
to win his way back to that rematch. And Alexis also fighting on the Wisconsin card versus a Wisconsin 154-pounder. He's moving down. But yeah. Show Kid back with another super chat that says, knock dude down. Hit him another time. He did a 360 spin. Caught him with a 10-piece compo unanswered. Even kicked me in the fight, shaking my head. Yeah, and it's true. All that is very true. He definitely punched Michael, and he did a 360. Doomy could have stepped in and gave him an 8-count there. Didn't. He definitely punched Michael in the stomach and made Michael raise his knee. Doomy could have gave him a warning there and didn't. And he definitely had Michael on the ropes, hitting him with 10 unanswered punches, which I already screen shared the video of that. And, you know, Doomy again didn't give him an 8.
Oh my God! Stop trying to stop trying to throw dust on.
Don't
me.
take it personal, champ.
Listen, if I'm in the ring,
personal.
right? No, is it I gotta say it because
hear me out, bro.
No,
Just
but
hear
you
me
gotta
out.
hear me out, right?
So
I'm
you
not
can hear
mad.
my
I'm not
energy.
mad.
Just hear me
but
out
I
so you
have the
understand,
visual
like-
on the fighters. I'm looking at their faces. If you're saying 10 unanswered punches, bro, if he's not getting hit and he's there intelligently. Not
intelligently.
Yeah. If he's not, and even if the other guy's not even intelligently defending, and the other fighter that's punching is not landing, what do you want me to do? You want me to stop it and give him an 8 count for a fumble?
Oh, so now you saying Show Kid wasn't landing?
Oh my God.
So he didn't land when he had him in the corner.
Let's go untitled on this.
So he didn't land when he had him in the corner.
Yeah, bro. Listen, we almost done with the calls. I said we just wrap it up.
Nah,
and go
we
to
not
Untitled.
almost done. We got so many.
What you
callers,
talking about?
Man. We got so many callers. Jonathan Sims, talk to me.
Oh shit.
Jonathan Sims, are you there?
Top of the morning. Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Perfectly.
All right. Top of the morning, man. Thanks for another great show. Hey, Ness, man, you cracked me up, dog. This is why I've been listening to you since college, 2012. But back to the topic at hand. It don't shock me as far as what Buzz said. Ness, you know that I've been telling you that fight between him and EJ wasn't happening anytime soon. So this just kind of validates that. And no, I'm not excited that it's not happening. I just seen it. I could see it. So I'm not shocked that he said that. And I do prefer Porter over Virgil. One thing that I do think is weak among all this is when I look at Errol from the A side, a lot of things stand out to me that's just really turning me off about him, the person. For example, the fact that Crawford took time out, spent his hard-earned money to come support that man for his fight. And Errol with his machismo and, trying to be, I don't know what, like, oh, I don't know why he showed up to my fight. I'll never come to his. And it's just like, to me, it's like, bro, that is not how you sell yourself or a fight, whether it happens or not. And then on top of that, like, where's the respect that this man took time out to come to your fight and you just act like his money ain't good enough? How would you treat me if, as a fan, if I was walking down the street and I showed you all the pay-per-views I bought and you like, what? I didn't tell you to buy them. So it's just like, I'm not saying it's indicative of who would win the fight, but it just kind of says a lot about the character and who you are outside the ring as far as how you take care of your temple and your character shows in the ring. So I don't know, man. I just think EJ need to get a grip on some things. And before I go, Francis, I just want to say congratulations on your win, man. I respect that. It hurts that you took out an OG. And if I ever get the opportunity, I would love to grace your presence in the ring with me. I know I have to get my weight up and I'm going to work on getting my weight down. And I'm going to try to get to Florida and work with Ness on some things. But if I ever get the opportunity, I would love to get in the ring and redeem that loss that Stainless took. But also, I would like the challenge that you present. Again, congratulations on your win. And don't let nobody take you off your stool for that win.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Big fish. That's what Myers don't get. Myers, you behind us, man. Until you put yourself in front of us, we can't see you. We ranked over here, man. He's in front of you. You might have to get a fight with Jonathan so that we can see y'all behind rear view. You know what I'm saying? Francis got an IBO medal, right? He got an IBO medal, so he looking for like an IBO belt. You know, he trying to get a belt. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know that y'all represent that. Like, do y'all represent that? I don't know. But James Payne Lethal, just listening. I know he be in the gym. He gonna come one day to Border Wars. We got Keem in Florida. You working? Keem taking this one off too, man. I would like to see Keem come back, man. You know what I'm saying?
Stupendous.
I've been talking, man. Adrian said he can't do this one. He's doing like me and Francis. You know what I'm saying? We trying to give 150% to this event. But Adrian definitely told me he could line him up with Jordan and with Keem for future Border Wars events, as long as he's not, playing host and DJ. But Keem, Florida, what up?
Wait a minute. You say you know boxing? Yeah.
What is it?
Maybe I don't know. Tell me what a pull counter is.
Pull counter? I've never heard that term before. That must be your term. You must have been
No, Fair Shake, HBO need to fire you. You don't know shit about boxing. You ain't shit.
Yo, can you hear me?
We hear you.
What up? Good morning. Yo, you know what I think is a good idea? You know how Border Wars is all about getting in the ring, right? Get you that feeling of a fighter. Stop talking all that craziness. I think we need Ness to referee an entire event, bro. I think that's the next step, man. So you can get that feeling, right? You know what it's like to be a fighter. I think you need to know what it's like to be a ref, man. Go ahead and let Ness referee a whole Border Wars, man. Let's see how that goes. Let's see how that goes, yo.
Doomy got that. Listen, y'all don't want me to be a ref. You don't want me to be a ref because you would have had an official knockdown, my friend.
Nah, you gonna be, and I still would have won, my friend, with that official knockdown.
That's
I still
cool.
would have won,
That's
so that's all good. But
The
listen, man.
question still remains: will you come back?
Ness,
after
you need a main event for Wisconsin, right? Give me Francis the Praying Mantis, man. We were supposed to been line that up.
Nah,
you need a main event for Wisconsin, right? I'll make Wisconsin for that.
You not main event worthy off a loss, champ. I'm sorry, and I'm not disrespecting you. But
how I'm coming off a title shot?
Francis is needed, and your name ain't big enough to get him off the leash on this one. Like, I need him, so it's got to be. Like, that's why I told Coach Myers we would consider it if he's bringing Cheney, because that adds value to the event. Not to say that you don't, but we looking for bang for that buck. You know what I'm saying? If I'm going to lose Francis, which we all agreeing that he did a magnificent job in Dallas, it's got to be totally worth
Francis
it.
he did a great job in Pittsburgh, a great job in Dallas. I'm not, I've told Francis that to his face. He does well at his job. I'm not knocking that. But you need a main event, man. Me and Francis is main event. You got no main event. You talking all this hundreds of people, this and this and that. Where's your main event? Me and Francis.
Hold on, Nats. Hold on. Keen, let me ask you a question. Are you trying to tell me, aren't you a part of the back call?
Absolutely.
You gonna jump over Coach Myers like that? You gonna little boy Coach Myers like that?
I listen, me and Coach Myers can talk on the back call. You can say what you want on air. Ain't no little boy nothing. I'll jump clean over him because I got 2 fights, right? What's the first thing y'all say? You ain't got no fights. Who are you? Who's this? Who's that? Right? I got 2 fights. We got the same amount of wins. I'm coming off a title shot.
Yeah,
you said you wanted that fight. What's up?
You can't get it. You can't get this one because, again, listen, I promise you, if you were still undefeated, that shit would be different.
If I was there,
I'm just keeping it real.
Man.
Listen.
You got, you know what I mean? I know you got your host that got your first W, man, but you looking like the kid on the playground trying to protect somebody.
Nah, I'm making.
We talked about this already. Me and Francis been talking about this. It's supposed to be lined up.
Keem, this is what we doing. We just ensuring that every Border Wars you participate in is better than the last one. And if you are part of this one, you already know. Listen, I told you already you shouldn't miss out whether you fight Francis or not because you can't fight him. You don't want to miss out on being in front of this type of event, like 400 to 500 people, DJ smoke, ring walks, like, food, like liquor, like, come on, man. Are we going to get another venue this size, this way? Like, this is it right here. I mean, look, I ain't even start thinking. I wanted you and Adrian, but he's choosing the event over the fight, and I respect that because that's what I want our team to do. But I've been talking, man.
Man, do me hit that sound bite for me, man. I'm out, man. All right, y'all. Good show.
Yo, I've been talking, man. Somebody been looking at y'all, man.
All that soft talking. I know you can do it, man. You got the. Man, shut that soft ass shit up, man. You ain't with me.
Yeah, all right, well, we gonna see who's soft when those veterans, them undefeated veterans, come out of retirement looking for y'all, man. Because one of them already came out and he trying to make a possible fight with Stainless, and I'm happy to report that even though Stainless told y'all on air he's done, he's considering this fight.
Get out of here.
And it's a big fish. Big fish.
Jose?
El Loco? Yo, how you knew that shit? But yeah, Jose seen some of Stainless, and I guess his Canadian friend. And for Stainless, this is how you get the Francis rematch. You beat on a Canadian first ballot Hall of Famer. Jose's still 3-0.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Yo, Mario, let me ask you a question, okay? Because you've been kind of I want to bring you in. Let me ask you a question. Jose told me don't fight Stainless because he's big, he's scary, he has big hands.
I remember you telling me that.
Right? And all of a sudden now they're fighting. He wants to fight him?
Yo, you inspired.
What kind of pussy shit is that?
No. You inspired a Canadian.
Oh shit, you just went for it.
Yo, you inspired him. You inspired him, dog. Look at it that way. You out here inspiring, man. Show that medallion that you inspiring people, man. What you mean?
Yo,
you gave him courage. You gave him courage. And it is Stainless's job to fucking beat the shit out of Jose old ass. Now he think, everybody could do it. That's what he
and
thinking,
people are gonna come at Ness and they're gonna say, "Oh man, you picking favorites because if it was somebody else, you would be saying something different." But the truth is, yeah, he would, because Jose represents something different with Border Wars. Like, he's got that star quality, and he does. People are interested in him. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, you want somebody like that on the card. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get it.
Bro,
I get where Ness is coming from.
Listen, if I could get Stainless that fight, he got one of the biggest fish in Border Wars history. In 11 seasons, Jose's still a fucking name. So, you know what I'm saying? And again, it's the natural order to get a Francis fight.
You take
out a legendary Canadian scout. You chop his
think about it
fucking
this
head
way,
off.
okay? Let's pretend you don't know either of the fighters, and a person, fighter A, who has Julio's skills, and fighter B, who has Stainless's skills, would you still want to match them?
Oh, I think Stainless is a puncher.
Francis won, but you go back and see the fight. Stainless showed some good things.
No, definitely. And I'm not even saying that. I'm just saying, like, is it all about getting Stainless the opportunity at a big fish, or is it something different?
He getting somebody off like a 3-year layoff, and is 42 years old.
I didn't even think of it like that. You're absolutely right.
Fuck?
I didn't think of it like that.
I'm babying
that's
you.
why I'm glad
giving you a dude that's inactive and inactive, never knocked nobody down. 3 fights, he never got a knockdown.
He's got skill, though. He's got skill.
And he's Canadian. I mean, come on, man. If
no, I'm not arguing. I'm just
Francis proved that
trying to grasp it.
Francis proved he's cut from that Tory Lanez and Drake cloth, man. Jose got to prove he cut from that same cloth. You know what I'm saying? Is he one of them special Canadians? Jose got to prove it, man. But Stainless, what? Scout City. Scout City. First of all,
Jose's been off. He hasn't been training.
So his timing is off. His speed is going to be off. What Stainless needs to work on from right now is getting light on his feet, because he's got to cut the ring off if he's going to take a Jose fight. Jose's going to run from you. You know,
that's what it does.
Before Francis fought you, you was already the big scary guy with huge hands. So he's not going to engage. He's going to win by jabbing you. But anyway, back to these callers. We got Lidslow, Decatur, Georgia. What it do?
Get your ass in the ring and swing, man.
Boxing motherfucker like this.
BoxingWords.com.
Hey, Daddy. Boxing thinking man's game. This is dollar skill up here. You gotta be out think a motherfucker. That's what
BoxingWords.com.
TBV, what happened, man?
What up? What up?
Everything. Everything. I'm gonna get back on my shit. I've been slipping. Shout out to Baldy. My fault, my guy, man. I've been slipping on you, dog. Never forget you, folks. You know, the same thing with Virgil. Virgil Ortiz still ain't ready for Bud. Everybody who mad at Bud for saying what he's saying, hey, the man frustrated, dog. Shit, that's why he like fuck it all together. But maybe if he's saying fuck it, and if you pay attention to the interview Errol did after the fight, Errol was like, we'll see. So Errol ain't on that fuck it, I ain't worried about it, or 70-30 shit at that moment. You dig? So the fight ain't necessarily all the way over. The shit too big to be over. Now, to the border war shit, anybody who interested, dog, if you ain't ready to fight, just go to the motherfucking border war just to check shit out like I did on the last one. And I guarantee you gonna want to get your ass in the ring and swing, man. You gonna see some shit or some people, you gonna be like, I think I could do something with Buddy. So, you know what I'm saying? Get your ass in the ring.
Hold up.
Yeah,
Hold
who'd you
up.
see?
Who'd you see? Who is
No.
Buddy? No, you need a fight. Who's Buddy?
If you got eyeballs, you saw what I saw. Come on, man. Let's keep it 100. You understand? I'm just saying. I'm just trying to get people to come to the fight, man. That's all. Because I know it's some callers that probably want to do the damn thing, but they probably a little iffy about it. If you come and check out the shit like what's his name, Coach said he gonna do, then you gonna be like, hell yeah, I'm finna get in there, motherfucker. See, like me, I don't care who I fight. You feel me? And I hope it's one of these Wisconsin dudes. As a matter of fact, shout out to Adrian. I hope everything be in full effect, my guy. Hope all your guys ready. Because I'm ready, dog. I'm coming to motherfucking swing. Y'all got any questions for me?
Oh, no. If you want a Wisconsin dude, that's perfect. What weight you trying to fight? I got a few people that are novices at 47, 54. Let me see here. Well, yeah, man, we're going to do a Border Wars show. We're going to get to work. I got a Border Wars show scheduled for 2 o'clock on Wednesday, and it will be the Unguarded series with the first episode of that series for this season with Smoke 'em Out Jay. The post is out on Patreon. If you want to ask Smoke 'em Out Jay any questions on his Unguarded, you can do so.
Hey, Ness. I know you haven't heard this in a while, but buckle up, man. It's time to go. I'm excited for this Unguarded on Wednesday, man. I'm excited to get popping. Liz Lowe going to be in the building. He going to be fighting. I really want to know who Buddy is, but we'll move on from that, you know what I'm saying? I'm excited for everybody who's coming out willing to fight. Mario Shoke, everybody who's participating, man. Mike's, it's going to get crazy. It's going to get real good. If you can be a part of this one, this is the one to be a part of, man.
But it would feel good, though, to have that W 1-0 and just be chilling at the fight, right?
I got work to do, brother.
I said no. Absolutely. And you know what? I shouldn't have put it that way because that made it sound like you're just gonna be chilling. No, you're gonna be working just as hard. But it's nice to have that W, right? Man? I mean, because I don't have that W, so it's like
you chose hate this morning. What's up, man? What did I do?
No, what he's saying is
I got him. I'm messing with him.
My bad. Yeah. No, I just want to make sure you understood because it's like to have that W and be able to just like I don't know, have it. It's nice. I bet it's nice. I mean,
it's very nice. Nothing.
Show kid know what it's all about. Show kid know what it's all about to have that W and feel nice, man. Hey. My G man,
Hello, mio.
Yo, what up, man? How's everything?
All good.
How you been, champy?
You know, trying to maintain, brother. That's all I can do. But on this Virgil Ortiz thing, Robert Garcia said on his show right after the fight that he would like for Virgil to get one more fight before going into the Terence fight. So, I mean, you can kind of see that they're trying to build this. I think that they don't have another option. They're going to have to do Bud, and Bud's going to have to do Virgil because PBC has a monopoly on the 147 division. There's nothing. I mean, I think they're doing the smart thing, probably waiting out Bud to get a little bit older, kind of like what they did with Pac. It's the smart thing to do. They have more options over there. So, I mean, I would like to see Virgil get one more fight, maybe with Luis Collazo, maybe Kell Brook. I do like the Kavaliauskas fight, though. I think that's a good option for him. All three of those, really. I mean, they're going to bring the fight to him, which is something that, he likes. But definitely would like to see him get a little bit more seasoning before going into that Bud fight, though. But yeah, man, keep doing your thing. Love the show. I'll check you out next time.
Mayimbe.
Yes, sir.
CYP.
What is happening?
Yo, I do believe that Virgil versus Boots will crown the next welterweight superstar. But check this shit out, right? In the future for the welterweight division, it looked good to me. I got Boots being the new Bud. I got Haney being the new Spence. T.O. being the new Porter. Ortiz being Danny, meaning that he ain't beating none of them dudes up there. Now, who will be Pacquiao? Crazy. I'm going to tell you, Tank will be the Pacquiao because I believe Tank has the ability to be a 6-weight division champion. Official 6, like Pacquiao's official 6. Wow. The other 2, questionable. I'm going to go there. Y'all can give me y'all list of who's going to take whose place. And when it comes to Bud,
CYP.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you know what? I like the list. The only thing I would disagree on the list is T.O. and Shawn because of the power.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking
that
too.
T.O. got more power than Shawn.
Even Devin and Errol.
Even Devin and Earl, right?
Devin and Earl.
Yeah, Devin's more of a boxer way more of a boxer too.
I like the list build up though.
No, I like the list. I would like to do that myself.
Hear the response.
I'm about to do the same thing.
How much of that power has knocked out anybody in that list though? You see what I'm saying?
That's true.
Nobody in that list is being knocked out by each other. So T.O.'s power, he could have power, but he ain't knocking out those dudes. He could have all those dudes are the dudes he got to knock out. That's why I got him as the Porter, because I think he gonna hurt him, but he ain't gonna knock him down. That's what I'm thinking.
I like it. I'm gonna do mine too.
We're forced to build a list now.
If you want to build a list, that's dope. Shout out to CYP, man. Who we got next, man?
Who's next?
Intrigue the Incredible.
I said this bitch on fire hotter than a throwaway. I need my money now, no extra day. Your time's up, coons ready. Ain't no other way. It ain't no other way. That's all I got. I say what I mean, do what I say. I bring my chopper full of stone spray. If you cross, you better look both ways.
What's going on, fellas?
What up?
Chapman.
What's good?
Vamos, campeón.
Hey. Yo, where can we get that new project at, man?
Oh yeah, it's everywhere. Streaming everywhere. Spotify. iTunes.
Apple Music.
What's the title?
Watch out.
Watch out.
Yeah. It's out there. But yeah,
I'm gonna give it a little download.
I'm not Team Hooker, man. I'm not Team Hooker.
Yeah.
I'm Team Boots. And I'm just really, with the derailing. I was really doing a little trolling, to get at Team Ortiz, but it's a good win for him. But like I said, it's not a test to show that he can hang with the upper echelon at the welterweight division. And I think that a good fight, if he really pushing that Bud fight, a good fight for him to a next opponent for him to take is the Clayton. Because Clayton is number 4 in the WBO, Ortiz number 2. That'll be a good fight. You know what I mean? And on the Bud and the Errol, I ain't have a problem with Bud saying he don't care about the fight no more, because I really think it's smart. I think it's a negotiation tactic for PBC and them to be like, man, damn, he moving on, he don't want to fight, and it might put a little, emphasis on making the fight happen. So that's what I think. Well, last thing too, what CYP said, the one fighter that he left off that, I'm really excited about, y'all know I'm Boots, but it's Brandon Lee. I don't think a lot of folks is respecting him, but I see a lot in that dude, man. He can box and he got power. But that's my call.
All
True.
All
he
right.
did the thing. His last fight.
I just downloaded Intrigue, and it's N-Trigue, TRIGUEDA, so space DA, like the Incredible. and it's called Watch Out. I just downloaded
The new track is called Watch Out, featuring Staffa. Is that how you say it? Staffa?
I guess. But
it's a good song. I didn't want to disrespect this call, but I did want to play a little bit, and I like it. It's really good. Chorus is fire.
I just downloaded it and
I like
got
the
it
flow.
on the playlist, so I'll be checking it out. But supporting one of our own, so you could definitely go
and copy. Yeah, go in
iTunes.
and download it.
I did it on iTunes, like he said. It's on Spotify. It's everywhere. So once again, that's N-Trigue, Trigue space DA. Incredible. We going out.
And you can check out the new single Watch Out, but also he's got a lot of other tracks too. And Remember Me is one that I like, and a few others that are really good.
All right. Stainless Boomerang.
Stainless, are you there?
Busy.
Brother, are you there?
Busy. We going to Coach Myers. Oh, Coach Mitty, you avail? Coach Mitty, you avail? Coach
Mitty.
Coach Mitty. What's up, Mitty?
You know what it is.
I am the unified heavyweight champion of the world.
I know you're booing me because I whipped the fighter's ass, but you know, that's boxing.
On this side of the pond, we're serious, do you know what I mean? UK Great Britain boxing is on the map.
My God, I feel terrible. I feel terrible that I'm living in your red rent free.
Yo. Hello.
What's up,
Midday? Hey, what up? Man, I've been in and out because of work. Like, you know, I dropped out when you were talking to Stainless. Bro, you crazy, man. But that was entertaining for sure. I don't know. What were you talking about? We were talking about Crawford, right?
Crawford saying that Shawn Porter is mandatory, not Virgil Ortiz. That Virgil is not ready for that fight. That he's got to earn that fight. That he would get beat in that fight. And also Crawford saying that, you know, the Errol fight is also behind him. He had those two quotes to say on Saturday.
Yeah. I mean, it's okay. Like on the first part, I don't have much to say because I kind of agree with him that it's a bit too soon for Ortiz, although Ortiz did well and was very impressive. I liked it. I just don't think that he beats Crawford, or he should be in the position to do that just yet. And I like the Shawn Porter fight better anyway, right? So you'll get much more credit for that fight. So that's cool. And the Spence fight, I mean, I guess like both of them are now saying the same thing, right? Spence didn't want to do that, and now he says like, F it, right? So let me not do it too, right? Like it's past. So yeah, I don't have much to add. He said it all, and I kind of agree with him.
I want you as a coach to add. Did you see Coach Myers' Instagram footage?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't see his Instagram footage. Like what? it didn't look good.
No, not that he didn't. He looks good with the right hand. You know, it's just the left hook looks a little suspicious.
Hey, man. I don't know. Yeah, I'll see. Like, you know, I'd like to see footage, right? Sparring footage. Like most people, if I don't see what they do, I won't give an opinion, right? So.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to get sparring footage.
Yeah.
But, all right. I see Coach Myers got a whole little set, though. Okay, 2 days ago, he got his gloves, his headgear. Uh-oh, Francis. Look. Oh, is them shoes? He got Adidas, too? Oh, Myers with the Adidas. Okay. Let me see what else going on over there. What else going on your Insta, man? Oh, you drive bikes, huh? Oh, you a biker, huh?
Why you sound like my man? Oh shit.
Okay, what's this? Pad work?
He went Hot Boys on.
It's his son doing pad work. How How old is his son, Doomy?
I didn't ask, but I mean, he must have been like 11. You know, something like that.
JT gonna be calling to match him up real quick. Oh, you over here with Marcus Brown? Oh, you know fighters, huh? Okay.
Huh.
Oh, he knows some fighters.
Huh. Yo, what's my man think?
Right.
Damn.
Got the block on fire, remaining in the jeans. Trying to suck about nothing. You handle your biz.
Yo, I'm not a sneaker dude, so I never seen these, but these are pretty tough. I would definitely buy those if they're not expensive. I see a little Jordan dude right there. Putting that Jordan dude right there makes it very expensive, I'm sure. Let me see.
Clicking them, like we're gonna be able to see it too. What you talking about?
Of course, man.
Yeah.
He's a Jordan fanatic.
Well, I'm just behind.
Jordan
So.
cleats?
Oh, those are the wait. You talking about the LeBrons or the Kobe's? Those Jordans are fire.
Yeah, they are.
Those look kind of like the 30. What were they?
I'm building you up, Coach Myers.
2018. Those are sick.
I just showed people your life. Now they're gonna be like, damn, I might want this biker who's so tall to knock out Francis. You know what I'm saying?
Look at Francis. Francis is like doo 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 doo.
I mean, maybe Coach Myers and greatness is a good fight, man.
Yo, my man be on the bike.
You work with both of them, man. What you think? Greatness, Coach Myers. What you think? Let me hear this pass.
Well, greatness, obviously.
Oh, he got music. We can't even hear the pass.
Greatness showed that he was more advanced than Myers right now.
Okay.
And that was right off the rip when we trained over there in East Hanover.
But what I mean is, 8 weeker, like you said, can he be ready for a greatness in June 12th? They both 0-0.
Yeah, I just feel like greatness has been training a lot longer than Coach Myers, in my opinion. And that's why I would just have to see midway camp
protection
if I was coaching. Yeah, to see what he's shown so far. But I mean, the height and everything else is there.
Orthodox
for a good
Southpaw,
matchup.
Orthodox Southpaw. Coach Myers, boomerang, man. Boomerangy, man. Back at him. Boomerangy.
Oh, you seen the step back uppercut? Oh shit.
Yeah. There you go. What up?
Yeah, what's good? What's
good?
Ain't nothing much. I like what Mitty said. If I don't see it personally, I don't really speak on it too much. But shout out to you though. You definitely Ness Heyman, Ness Hearn. You know how to build up, sway the line, all of that good stuff. Like you want good mixture of that. But shout out to you though. I ain't got nothing much. Shout out to Doomy, Francis, Mario, and I'll holla at y'all.
All right.
Yo, check your IG.
Yo, I'm screen sharing Show Kid and look at Mulatto trying to take Mario's food. He
he had wanted him from the beginning, remember?
Oh, look at Mario now trying to give it up after he's seen Show Kid got knockout power.
What the hell? I said he had wanted him from the beginning.
Well, he did want it first. Well, he did want it first. He can have it if he wants. Come on, Mario.
That's not what I said at all.
I
want that medal that he got right there.
Yeah. Oh, you mean that medal?
That medal right there.
That IBO.
That looked beautiful. I think it's too heavy.
You mean the medal that those guys right there, all these winners got?
Well, I ain't there yet, but I'm sure
it's
exactly what you're saying.
Pool of winners right there, man.
Pool.
Ooh.
That's what
they call Show Kid. Damn, that shit was shining when he put it out.
Shining, bro. Yeah, he had sent me that picture when wait, what is the my bad. Yeah, he had sent me that picture. I was like, damn, shit look clean.
Look at Show Kid talking like a champ. He said, but Show Kid, you ducked me and still ducking me. Show Kid said, man, how I ducked you when I'm on my first fight, man? You and Mario both bums. Oh.
Damn. All right.
So look at Mulatto comes back talking about, Border Wars 11, I'll sign up. Will you? Why he always want to fight somebody he seen fight? No. I'm lining you up with a dude you never seen. You and Myers. Let's go. Everybody want to fight somebody they seen before. Little cherry pickers, man. Yo, look at Show Kid
Mulatto
talking that
Myers,
tough shit.
that would be dope.
He said, yo, did I sign up for Border Wars? I don't sign up. I show up and show out because that's what Show Kid does. I told you, Mario, you fucked up letting him get that first win. Look at that boy and how he talking. I love it. Let me fucking give us some sound bites,
On
man.
his momentum.
Yo, that's the raw sound bite, man. Yo, I couldn't make this shit up, man. Mulatto comes back. He like laugh out loud. Border Wars 11. I can't wait. I'm impressed, though. Yeah, you impressed. And so the fuck was Mario off air to my, yo, the version of Show Kid I expected wasn't the version I saw.
Bro, why are you talking and making me sound like a pussy? Good God. Like, and he do that. Stay doing that all the time. And then I had this phone call with Mario. Like, but I what? I'm like, bro, is that what you think of me?
Killing him. Straight
really
killing.
Yo, it's entertainment. It's entertainment, bro.
Straight killing.
We a team.
Man, dog. Oh, shit. Do me, Francis, my only friend.
Yo, I'm making sure to build the fight, man. What's up with y'all, man? Yo, who we got? We got Mr. PBC, Boomerang.
Yo, can you hear me?
I hear you, and I also heard you in the past say you was gonna sign up the Border Wars, and I know you a heavyweight. I think you and Davidian from Niagara, Buffalo Falls make a good fight. Let's go.
You heard me in the past? I remember calling you out, though.
I know, I'm retired.
And you said you'll never fight me. You was like, I gotta do stuff. And
yeah, exactly, bro. You not just like Coach Myers trying to get friends.
And then you went on the back call saying I'm too skinny and bro, I'm 260. That's skinny. And
you too skinny, man. I don't want to hurt you, man. I seen you doing push-ups. Remember? We seen you.
Okay.
You extra thin. I don't even believe you a heavyweight. You have to step on the scale. That's how thin you look.
Okay. But back to the call.
But you want to fight this time, June 12th? We got heavyweights for you.
Nah, man. I'm good, man. I'm staying working out here in Seattle. But shout out to Crawford and keeping it real on Errol Spence. I think Errol Spence made a pussy move, and Crawford kind of made a pussy move, but made a move better towards his career, and hopefully he fights Shawn Porter. But both of them still kind of made a pussy move by not meeting up and talking. That's my call.
Riff, your picks don't matter, man. You, whoever you got over whoever you got, I got my block button over you. Boom. Get in the ring and swing, man. Talking about who you got over who you got. Get out of here, man. Stainless, what up, man? Boomy. Boomerang. All right, it's over then. That's GTO. Instagram and Twitter. Wednesday, 2 o'clock, Unguarded. First episode of the series for Border Wars 11 with Smoke 'em Out Jay. Heavyweight sign to fight Arturo, who is a Corey Frank boy. You already know. Beaumont, Texas. They coming.
Yes, sir.
They coming to bang bang.
In the house.
Bang bang.
Say what? At Maury McGee on Twitter. At Maury McGee on Instagram. If we coming back for Untitled, I am ready. Just got to piss.
Oh, counterpunch. Myers.
Okay.
Myers about to announce that he fighting June 12th. He won a Wisconsin boy.
Hey, yo, why you just talking about Rip because he said he had me over Francis?
Because he ain't
never
never got
so
in the
he
ring.
get timed out just because he picked me over Francis?
He never got in the ring. You
can't be a savage like that, Ness.
He can't get
He ain't say nothing wrong, bro. Only said he chose me over Francis. You timed him out, bro. That's messed up, shit.
He got to get in the ring, man. He got to get in the ring, man.
You a savage, bro.
Out here picking Coach Myers over Francis, man. I mean, it's pure hatred, bro. Until you show us that you gonna get in the ring and you get in there and swing under that pressure, under them lights now, especially the way it look now. 5 cameras, man. Shit. Until you show us, man, nah, they can't be trying to clown Francis. He went through the fire. He lived in it. Everything that Teddy Atlas asked motherfucking Bradley to do, Francis did. He dug deep. He ain't spit on the floor. That was it. That was it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, you can catch Yeah.
No, I just want to make sure you guys caught all the super chats.
Go through them.
You had Supermax and Carlitos way that I had last left, but I don't know if you guys took over on that one.
Carlito?
You got yeah, Carlitos way.
He got a super chat?
He had a super, and I think Supermax too.
Let me see. I think I last stopped on
Show Kid.
I did Smoke 'em Out Jay, then I did Coach Myers, Bo and Bama did that. Show Kid did that. Carlitos Way. Quick recommendations, Ness. Coaching the fighters and trying to influence the ref while you're commentating was off-putting. Do one or the other. Great show, though. Big Supermax says, man, Jose been unretiring for 2 years. Fuck out of here. Coach Myers. You just mad. First of all, you just mad. Look, you see, and this is what I'm saying. People think I forget. I don't forget nothing. How he mad right now that Stainless could get a Jose fight, right, when he was trying to get a Jose fight. You see? So now it's, oh, he retiring. Oh, meanwhile, you wanted a Jose fight. That's what you wanted. So how quickly we forget. Coach Myers, counterpunch.
Coach Myers.
Nah, you already gave it to me, champ.
Word, all right.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, man. That's everybody.
Yeah, man. So you can definitely catch me at personally at Next Up Sports Talk, NEXUP Sports Talk. Also, you can catch me at The Weigh In Boxing on IG or The Weigh In on YouTube. Do me a favor, also smash that red button and the blue button. That is the join and subscribe button. It does help us grow, and with us growing, it brings us better content and better shows like Border Wars 11 in Watertown, Wisconsin. Go ahead, Ness.
Yo, word is born, neutral corner. That's right. Especially you. You can't criticize. You pulled out 2 fights. Sign up. Be great. This is your opportunity right now to fight a dude from Wisconsin versus fighting a dude from the community, because that obviously, got a little hot under the collar when you had the Ken or the Doomy fight. You know what I'm saying? But I still see you very critical in that chat, man. I want to see what you could do, Mr. I got 12 fights. Didn't he have 12 fights? Should be nothing. Yeah. Should be a piece of cake for you to come back. Piece of cake.
Super Max on the super chat says, Jose pulled out on me. How quickly you forget.
Oh, no, I don't forget. The problem is you ain't call him unretiring or out of retiring. Then you was happy in your fight with Jose. So let Stainless be happy in his potential fight with Jose. That's what I'm saying. Everybody know Jose a big name. Ken pulled out on me. All right, but then Doomy stepped in and you pulled out on Doomy. So let's leave the past in the past and sign up for June 12th. How about that? And you got a nephew who bangs too. And I already got a 5'9", 230-pound heavyweight to sign up. I'm trying to get Tank to sign up to make that official. But your nephew is right in the same way. And his nephew, Black Ramos, let's fucking go. Tell him stop fucking throwing punches on IG. The IG don't punch back. I got a heavyweight ready to punch.
Sucker. Yeah.
Steven Rivera ready to punch. He ready to fight. He ready to pounce. Let's do it. Sign him up. Let's go.
There you go. But yeah, just so y'all know, man, Border Wars 11 is gonna be on fire. Get in the ring and swing. If you haven't, like I always say, man, if you haven't, just be quiet, because you don't know what it is to go through. You're just talking that experience when your heart starts to beat super fast. Your palms is getting sweaty inside your glove. The thoughts are going through your mind after you take the first. Because listen, Mike Tyson said everybody got a plan until you get punched in the face. When you get punched in the face, you get scrambled now. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna think? You know what I mean? There's a lot of things that go through the mind, so you gotta respect it. You know what I mean? That's why you got to respect the novice level and the pro level, because, you know what I'm saying, you still are getting punched in the face. So shout out to you. Shout out to Rick Ramos and the 2-time undisputed champ, Jessica McCaskill, you know what I'm saying, and the whole entire team, you know what I'm saying, for coming through. Everybody in the chat, it's your man, Francis, the IBO medallion champion. I'm out.
Two things. Neutral Corner said, you forgot why I pulled out. I ain't forget why you pulled out. Just sign up for this one. We got heavyweights for you. I got small heavyweights for you. I got a Steven Rivera from Wisconsin, and you a small heavyweight. Take him on. The past is in the past. Get ranked. Let's go. You can do it. And intrigue, we don't have a date for Border Wars 12, which would be after 11, which is June 12th. yet. We are leaving that open for all you potential business owners out there that wants to bring Border Wars to your establishment, not only to bring in crowd from the world and internationally, but also to add some flavor and excitement to your location. We willing to do it. You contact Doomy or Francis, whatever. We ready to rock and roll.
GGG Champs message?
Ain't GGG Champ the neutral corner?
Yeah. No, that's Ken.
Yeah, that's Ken. He said, neutral corner, you lie. You wanted Doomy. Listen, I don't know, but both of y'all, we got heavyweights from, y'all don't even got to fight each other. Y'all could build it by fighting 2 Wisconsin heavyweights. Hey, Ken, for you, as your promoter, I'm giving you a bone. I got a fucking 42-year-old heavyweight that got 5 wins and 5 losses as an amateur. You are 12-0 as an amateur. 6-0, and then 12 smokers. Let's fucking go and get this Wisconsin food.
Let's make that poppin', man.
Let's get this Wisconsin food. You know what I'm saying? It's us against them. That's how we doing it. We gonna go in there against 500 angry, screaming Wisconsin, Watertown fans, and it's gonna be Border Wars fighters versus them. Let's fucking do it. Sign up. Be great.
All right.
Jared Lloyd on the late super chat says, "Is the bum lord Crawford really going to fight Porter? Or is he going to conjure up another bum from the back alley? He back on the pedestrian tour." Ugh.
Wait a minute. Did Neutral Corner say he can't fight because his baby mama? I'm out of here.
Nah. Ness read the worst part about that. Nah. You say he got kids with baby mama, but this is his wife's first, so it's kind of intimate, special kind of thing.
His new wife's first child.
Yeah.
Oh,
we get
I read
it.
that wrong.
We get it.
I read that totally wrong. My bad. Apologies.
But if there's no one else on the line and no more chats coming in to get my man Nestor Gibbs flustered up,
we out.
This is the Boxing Voice. If you like what you were listening to, please hit that subscribe button as well as that bell, because if it ain't shaking, you ain't baking with us in the morning or any other time we go live. And if you're interested in the memberships, take advantage of all those cool emojis and badge icons that you see next to people's names on the chat and much more. Please go to the video description and click on that link.
Slow it down, just so you could, because you had your little dude. Who was your little dude? Let me go to these super chats. See who the little dude did try to show you love. Like, nah, Miss MJ Duke. It did not land. LV Slugger, who calls in on the regular, watches massive boxing. He's not Mr. J Duke, who blew once in a blue.
I love the way you paint it.
LV Slugger, and I quote, robbed, because it's all capital letters, so he's yelling it. Robbed Show Kid of a knockdown. Hashtag knockdown gate.
Listen, I've heard knockdown gate, canvas gate. Go back, slow motion, and you will see that the right hand does not land.
He said go back.
Yo.
Goodness gracious.
GGG champ.
He said let's go.
Let Neutral Corner be in the corner with his wife for the first birthing of their first child together. I got you a 42-year-old heavyweight. Let's do this. He is 300 pounds though.
Oh.
Yeah, he's 300.
That's a big boy.
That's a big boy. How tall?
He hit you with some of that weight. You gonna feel it.
How tall, Ness?
Let me see. Nah, I don't think they gave me heights. They gave me ages and records. Let me see. All right, so LJ Walker, 300 pounds. He's actually 12-2, so that's really good for Ken. The 5-5 dude, he's Oscar Williams, but he want to fight at 160 or 68. I'm trying to give him actually to DeMarcus because he needs
5-5?
5-5. 5 wins, 5 losses.
Oh, okay.
But he fights at 160, 168, and he's 42 years old. Let me find out how old is LJ.
42. Are we gonna have another young dog versus the old dog?
Old Dog's been smashing it, man. You know how many 40s and overs got wins out here, man?
I'm not saying
dominating, man. Shout out to Show Kid. That's another reason, like, his level of respect raises too. Mario don't even know that. Over 40 doing it. He beating dudes 20 years his senior. Yo, we out, man. That's GT on Instagram and Twitter. Peace.
Show Kid funny. He said, I don't care if he had a stroke. He fell and I punched.
Yeah, word. The punch connected, man. The punch connected, man.
Hey, yo, shout out to everyone. This is the Boxing Voice.
Do me to the WBC convention for the referees classes, man.
That's the Gibbs, Doyen Francis, Mario Mungia, and yours truly, Alex Doomsday Linus. We are out. If we come back around, y'all know we will.
Look at Neutral Corner talking slick from the fucking safety of the emergency labor room and shit. My man said, I don't have 12 fights. I got 45 with a national tournament win. Dog, get your national win in the fucking ring and swing then, man. Yo, you know what I'm saying? We want you in the ring on this Wisconsin card, man. Tell your wife you trying to have your newborn baby get this IBO medallion. And what's that thing that when you was little they put over the top of your crib?
Oh, yeah. Damn, I don't know what you call it, but it was to make, little noises and stuff.
You want to hang the medallion there. Hang the medallion there. So the baby be like,
you trying to kill the baby.
Kids love shiny stuff. So,
you know what I'm saying? Daddy got the IBO medallion. You could grow up to have a champ. All right? Champ. Look at Ken. Ken, forget him, man. Forget him. He busy, man. Ken talking about Neutral Corner. That was when you was 12 years old. And Neutral Corner comes back and says, just talking facts, homie. Yo, y'all trying to build a fight that can't happen. Neutral Corner,
we got you.
Go back to the, what's it called? The infirmary? That's what he's
Go back to the nursery.
Go back to the fucking nursery. Ken, follow the light this way, man. We got to fight for you in Wisconsin, man. Neutral Corner trying to build some shit for next year, man. We ain't got time for that, man. Let's go. All right, we out of here for this time for real. Bye.